picked up and run.
So then you could have put that in there.
Under that fumble.
Yep.
By. Oh my God.
Okay, live down here at Glacier Peak. Ready? Okay, here we go. Down here with Steve Hannon for a Glacier Peak game here again. So we playing, Steve?
Lynnwood tonight.
Lynnwood tonight. Lynnwood's got a pretty good record, as I understand. The good defense as well?
Well, they're a confident group right now. They've won 2 in a row. They've shut out their first 2 opponents, so I would say they're playing really good defense right now, yeah.
Well, you're playing pretty good defense, too, with the first 2 games, kind of low scoring on both your opponents.
We're really happy with the way our defense is playing right now. Now it's just a matter of getting better and better every week as the competition gets better.
So tell me about any changes you might have made or any improvements that you see on the team.
Well, we haven't done much different this week. Normally we see it in offense because now we got to mold the defense to fit what they're going to do to us. But the last 3 weeks you've seen a very similar offense. So very similar game plan. These guys present some different problems. Real good tailback, number 3. I don't know what his name is, but he's a really good tailback. Quarterback's got a good strong arm, and they've got a whole slew of receivers that can run and catch. So it's a bigger challenge for us this week than what's been.
Yeah, I expect to see your defense being looking at a lot more passing downfield tonight, so you're going to get some people like Spencer Pettit stepping up to cover some good ground out there.
Yeah, he's going to have to. They're a 60-40 passing team, so they throw the ball 60% of the time and they run 40. So you're right, the ball's going to be in the air more often.
Great. So anybody injured on your team tonight?
We're pretty good as far as that goes. We should have everybody ready to go.
Anything else you'd like to add for the fans out there tonight, Steve?
God, let's get this thing going. Let's see what happens.
All right, back to you guys. This is Steve Hannon, Steve Hannon's Huddle. Abbreviated here because Tim Boyle's not here tonight, but...
well, our hearts and our prayers are with Tim and his dad right now.
We are so much for Tim, so I hope everything works out good for him tonight. Back to you guys in the booth, and we'll take a commercial break here. Thanks for tuning in.
Clogged drain? Other plumbing problems? Call Action Jackson Plumbing for 24-hour service. Owned by a lifetime Edmonds resident and Edmonds Woodway grad, Action Jackson is the drain cleaning specialist. They can unclog most internal drains for only $99 plus tax. Call 425-877-5601 or visit actionjacksonplumbing.com.
Good evening, everybody. Scott Oshman along with Tim Boyle not in the house tonight.
Guess who?
Guess who? A familiar voice.
Starting to sound like basketball season already.
It is Johnny McLean sitting in the chair to my right. All the rest of the STSPN crew. We got Replay Rob reassigned, I should call him. Reassigned Rob, maybe. Taking over a musical chair, sitting in front of the stat machine, looking at it oddly.
Rob drew the short straw tonight, man.
Under the guidance and tutorial of John McLean.
Yeah.
Did you coach him up?
I tried to, but remember 2 weeks ago I had problems with it, so.
Yeah. Get you guys a little hot. So check us out, Facebook. Again, welcome everybody. Veterans Memorial Stadium downtown. We had a week off for Glacier Peak fans last week due to the new kind of the Wesco Athletics ruling and all the fun stuff going on with STSPN. And you can check that out also at Everett Herald, theheraldnet.com. Lots of high school football tonight. Glacier Peak comes back home to face the winningest Lynnwood Royal team in, actually it could be history because nobody really knows, John.
What, are they feeding them something different this year down there? What's the deal with Lynnwood?
It's a big, thank you, Tim Boyle, in fact, texting me right now saying there's no sound, it's not on, what's going on?
We're on. As much as we're going to be.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll turn ourselves up. Maybe we can't hear. I'm not sure. The deal is really it's a big part of it is this head coach now in his first full year for the Lynnwood Royals, Keontae. And then last week, 55-0 against the Shorecrest Scots.
Had the steamroller out.
And I just talked to their offensive coordinator, really nice guy, Jason Corkera, and he told me that actually one got brought back. They should have had more.
Wow. I mean, they just went through them like crazy.
So the big deal is really their defense. And that's where Coach Bankhead is really focused. He's out there. I tried to talk to him pregame, John, and he was doing drills, linebacker drills.
Yeah, he's training them up right now. Every opportunity he has with the kids, right?
So that's right. It's a marquee matchup, 6:22 to this one. It's 2-0 versus 2-0. It's the Lynnwood Royals coming in to face the Glacier Peak Grizzlies. They were victorious last year. Last year they were sometimes, but last week they played Shorewood. I'm always getting those mixed up. 47-7. Chris Cuneo and the gang. I know Ron Henthorn was there, but were you guys there?
I was not.
All right.
I was elsewhere.
Speaking of Ron Henthorn, we will be going down to Ron very shortly. Ron, I don't know if you can hear me. Tell us what happened there with the coin toss.
I was a little late getting out to the coin toss out there, Scott, but somebody distracted me. I don't know who that was, but
it couldn't have been me.
It was a very nice coin toss, and Glacier Peak is going to receive. That's what I've got for you tonight. I'll be back to you shortly.
All right, we'll be talking to Ron Henthorn. The wedge, baby. Nobody can cut through a crowd like the wedge.
The man has access that nobody else can obtain.
VIP. He's a red carpet. He's got status.
He does.
Yeah.
Everybody knows him.
Lynnwood did win the toss, and they deferred. A very wise choice, in my opinion. So that's what's going on. The guys to watch for the Lynnwood Royals, Justin Cachopo, number 11. His first time, he's a senior, but he has come a long, long way. 30 for 50, 473 yards, 2 interceptions, 5 touchdowns. You're going to see him throwing the rock all night long, John.
Going to be launching it, huh? It's going to be aerial circus. That's excellent. I like to see Lynnwood having some success because when they start that, they're going to be able to attract some kids to the sport, and I think that's going to improve the ball team a lot.
It should. And the other guy for them you want to watch, Glacier Peak fans, if you're not familiar, is Andrew Katzenberg, number 3. This kid is just a heck of an all-around football player. 6'2", 215 pounds, a senior. He does it all running. He's 27 carries. He's got 2 touchdowns, averages 6 a carry, and also 3 catches, 14 yards. He's huge on defense. He's one of the key linebackers, leads him in tackles.
Yeah, 220 and 6'2", got some good size to him.
So that's what we're up to right here, and we're going to commercial.
Clogged drain? Other plumbing problems? Call Action Jackson Plumbing for 24-hour service. Owned by a lifetime Edmonds resident and Edmonds Woodway grad, Action Jackson is the drain cleaning specialist. They can unclog most internal drains for only $99 plus tax. Call 425-877-5601 or visit actionjacksonplumbing.com.
Are you a whiz in filmmaking? Do you want to become extraordinary in filmmaking? Then come to Shoreline Community College and work with Shoreline Productions, where you will learn to transform your work in teams of working professionals and students to create enchanting effects such as green screen, text animation, and so much more. So come to Shoreline Community College, where you can mystify and dazzle in filmmaking.
The Eye Care Center of Snohomish on Avenue D is here to help with all your eye care needs. Our professional staff is committed to offering the most sophisticated, high-end, latest technologies to our patients. And the Eye Care Center is a relaxed atmosphere, allows you to browse the over 800 high-end designer frames, including some for the little ones. There's really no reason to go anywhere else. See us online at eyecarecenterofsnohomish.com or call 360-568-6666.
That was beautiful. It's basically, yeah, it's great.
It's the Lynnwood Royals and the Glacier Peak Grizzlies. Grizzlies in their typical blue unis. Got a couple pairs of unis last year in the new helmets. And Lynnwood Royals in their whites. Road whites. Used to be whites meant your home. Am I wrong there?
All I know is I like those Lynnwood unis because I can read those numbers.
I agree.
The dark green on the white, that's excellent.
Well, for those of you cheering at home or wherever you're watching this game on your phone, whatever, that's the docile tones of John McClain, our good football analyst, Tim Boyle. Late this afternoon, want to wish him well. I know he's listening. His father is in the hospital at University of Washington Medical Center, recovering from a surgery and had some issues. So, Tim, we miss you, buddy, and we will see you back next week for sure against Meadowdale. It should be a good, and I hope your dad does well down there. Everybody from STSPN and everybody up here wishes him and you guys well, and also Mindy and the whole Boyle gang.
Absolutely.
Good stuff.
We want to get back in our normal seats. Nobody wants to listen to me talk anyway.
I know poor Rob, replay Rob comes. He's going to help spot for you, and then walks in the booth. No, you're going to be doing stats. Just like he's having visions of last year Lake Stevens.
You might as well just throw him right in the fire, man.
Right in the fire, the only way to learn. So tonight's officials, kind of a treat. The referee, Nathan Murphy, also one of the great broadcasters here on the STSPN, SLSN network. So Nathan, fun to see him down there. Umpire David Sather and linesman Reed Baker. Line judge Fred Chisel. And the back judge Adam Roberts. So good day to them, and we'll see. We're getting ready for some football.
I'd just like to note that right now Rob's stats are 100% correct.
They are. Rob, you're doing a great job. We got Eagle Eye Cuneo here, and we got Dexter Carter and Devin Wolhoff back to receive. And to kick it off for the Lynnwood Royals is Mr. Horner, 21. Watch him all over the place. He does everything. I think he cooked breakfast this morning.
Nice. Delivers.
Kicks it off, and it's going to be taken, bobbled about the 20 by Wolhoff. Wolhoff goes to the right side, and he's taken down around the 34-yard line by Asaka and the gang, number 10 for Lynnwood.
Nice little return by Wolhoff.
Wolhoff has been impressive. I got to tell you, we didn't really talk about a lot of the Glacier Peak. Again, Brady Souther getting the start, I believe, tonight.
He must be quick. He's only 5'8", 160.
Yeah, and he's a junior.
That's nice. That means we get him back next year.
4 carries, 29 yards, 2 touchdowns, averaging 7+ a game. So he's also got a reception. And Wolhoff has been kind of a nice surprise. Scott Oshman, John McClain. We have all of the STSPN gang is here. Shannon Cuneo on our main camera. We got Leslie McClain up here running the whole ship. 5-tool players down on the ledge as they get ready. Brady Southern and Diego Ayala, who has been carrying the load on the ground for GP in the backfield. And the flag just right before we even snap the ball, John McClain.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Let's go down to Ron McClain. Ron, what
defense
is on defense? Ron, did you have something to share? No.
Hey, that is uncommon.
Ayala is in the back. This time Brady takes it, and Brady crosses the old mid-stripe into Royal territory.
That looked like a little bit of a broken play there. Brady just getting a little extra yardage out of it.
You know, it's funny. You look at Brady's running, and he's got 20 carries for 22 yards.
He's a lot faster than he looks, too.
He is, but he -2. So, again, first down right off the bat. This time he gives it to Ayala. Ayala drops the ball, and are they saying it's Lynnwood has it? Was he down? Oh, boy. And Alton Hammond, number 5, backup quarterback, safety, he does everything. The free safety came up with it. Now, this is a good point, John, because in 2 games for Lynnwood, they have turned the ball over 6 times, 3 games apiece.
Wow.
So that was
not a fumble.
Ron, tell us what you saw down there, Ronnie.
Yeah, it looked like a fumble to me too, guys, but apparently the ball was down before the ball came loose. So the do-over down. Here we go.
1st and 10, first quarter action. Brady under, now the bumbled snap. He gets it, picks it up, throws it. It's complete over to Guffey. 21 Guffey there for a great first down, another one.
That was a nice pass, right on target. I mean, the defense was all over Guffey, and he was able to bring that in. That's because it was spot on.
Good composure by the senior Broadway Brady Southern there. Fumbled the snap. And here's another first down. This one, McFadden on the right side. Tries to get some space, but nicely played again by Hammond to bring him down a gain of 3. Number 23, Cole McFadden, the speedster, right? Has he lost some speed? He still got the speed?
No, he was just unable to get around the outside there. They were waiting for him.
He's got a shake and bake, baby.
He's split wide left now.
2nd and 6. Brady gets it over again to McFadden, this time through the air.
It's nice. We're getting receptions.
And that, will it be a first down? We'll see.
I think it's short.
Yes, it is. That was 23, Cole McFadden with the catch. 1st and 10 now, and Kevin Nguyen on the tackle. Boy, Glacier Peak rolling now. Brady back to pass. He throws it. I think that hit the ground. It did. Incomplete, but he was looking for Guffey, who got hung up with Horner and Hammond there, John. Did you see that?
Yeah. Guffey was almost tackled, and Brady was just thrown to where he was supposed to be, but directly at another defender, that free safety.
10:35 in the first quarter, 2nd and 10 on the Royals 22. GP rocking and rolling. They hand it off up the gut to Diego Ayala, and he crosses the 20 into the red zone. That's Mike Kerman on the tackle. Boy, Ayala, he didn't play much against Snohomish, but then kind of broke out. He's got 23 carries for 133 yards this year. It's 3rd and 4 now. First time 3rd down for him. Dexter Carter on the right side. He's got a blocker. Picks a seam. Crosses the 10 into the 7.
GP able to move the ball at will right now against this good Lynnwood defense.
Katzenberger there, number 3, finally runs him down. And number 1, Dexter Carter, you want to look for him if you haven't seen. He is a speed demon. First and goal now at the 7.
Oh,
Diego, number 44 again, gets the call.
Laundry on the far side. Illegal motion, says the wedge.
Boy, what a fast and furious script is coming out here. We got a hurt. Do we have a hurt Grizzly down there?
Yep.
Let's go to Ron. See if you see what Ron, did you see what happened to that player down while they work out this flag?
I didn't see what happened to him. It looks like he's looking at his ankle there. It's number 56 there, Josh Stockley.
Yeah, Josh Stokely.
Stokely? Yeah.
Yeah, the junior 6-pounder, 235. He has come up huge. And his backup depth chart is Mason Braun, and he's out still for another couple weeks. So hopefully Stokely's all right. Look at the beard on that man.
He's full grown.
Oh, my. He gets a clap. And what's the penalty there? Ron, do you know the penalty?
It was illegal motion, I think.
Not see a penalty.
It's hard to see from down there.
Ron was watching something else.
Nonetheless, 1st and 12 now. From the 12, they lost yardage. And this is Matthew Darling, 27.
Into the end zone.
A 12-yard run for Matthew Darling. Touchdown, Grizzlies.
Just like that. GP's offense looking much more efficient this game than it has, or at least than the early Snohomish game we watched.
Yes, they do. Ron was at last week against Shorecrest, and it took him a second to get going last week. As you see, Spencer, the weapon Pettit, we heard from his mom. He kind of likes the weapon.
They're going wide. They're going to run this one.
He could throw it. He has one attempt early. He does throw it over. Well played by the Royals. And I think he was trying to go. That's 25.
But he gets a pass completion.
Yes.
Pettit gets everything. That's a stat machine.
Zach Argue was the receiver. And well played there by Horner, Hammond, and Trong. Richard Trong for 25. So touchdown, Glacier Peak, 6-0. And we'll be back with the Lynnwood Royal version of their first away game right after these words.
Clogged drain? Other plumbing problems? Call Action Jackson Plumbing for 24-hour service. Owned by a lifetime Edmonds resident and Edmonds Woodway grad, Action Jackson is the drain cleaning specialist. They can unclog most internal drains for only $99 plus tax. Call 425-877-5601 or visit actionjacksonplumbing.com.
9:46 left, 6-0. Let's go down to Ron Henthorn.
Okay, I just got an explanation from the referee down here on that last play before the touchdown. The line referee blew a whistle while the ball was loose on the ground, so that's why it wasn't a fumble recovery.
Nobody has that. The wedge. As we go from the wedge to the weapon, and that's a kickoff. Horner was back 21, and also number 25, Trong, but it's out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So will they mark it there, or is that a penalty? It went out of bounds, or did the Pettit place it perfectly?
I think it's a penalty.
35-yard line, it sounds like.
Penalty from the 20.
So, uncharacteristic from the weapon.
Very. Should just put it in the middle and put it out the back.
So first time you get to see, if you haven't, Justin Cachopo. And you have Katzenberg behind him. He hands it off to Katzenberg up the middle. A little delayed screen there, a little delayed draw, rather. And they get about 2 yards. Number 3, Andrew Katzenberger, and the tackle by Mosese Fafita.
Yeah, the GP defensive line is going to have to come up big because they got a big running back coming at them. 220 pounds of muscle.
See what happens. We talked again to offensive coordinator Jason Corcoran for the Lynnwood Royals, and I asked him how he's going to handle that pressure as we sit here 2nd and 8 now at the 37-yard line.
Cachopo's going to go up top.
Horner in motion. Cachopo gets it back now over to 22 on the left side, and they'll get a gain of 4.
Good coverage by GP.
Bobby Graham with the reception there, and Andrew McCoy, number 8 for Glacier Peak, on the tackle.
Glacier Peak needs to set a precedent right here and get them 4 and out or 3 and out.
So a nice little kind of a bubble screen there, and it leaves 3rd and 6 for Cachopo. In motion. Now he's going to go to the right side, near side to Horner. Horner's got Darling, but he gets away from him and gets out to the 42-yard line. Looks like just enough for a Lynnwood Royal first down, but no, they're going to spot him at the 41.
That was a combined tackle by Guffey and Pettit, hitting both at the same time.
Nice job there. 3rd play of the drive here for the Royals, and they go 3 and out. 4th and 3, and Horner, the guy with the ball, is going to go back and punt. As he punts, he kicks, he drives, he cooks. He's tutoring.
Making the coffee.
Back to receive is Darling and
fair catch.
Guffey. Fair catches right at the 34. So we'll step aside. 6-0 coming back GP right after this on the Snohomish Times Sports Network.
That was beautiful. Basically, yeah, it's great.
Enough to say hello to me, not because he's not a nice person, because I'm an old guy.
He looks like Grizzly Adams, though, with the long hair and the beard.
And speaking of Grizzly Adams, first down, number 44, Diego Ayala.
Nice kid, though. Nice family.
Southern family, great. We'll see if his younger brother, Seifer, gets in. I know he got in Snohomish. Not sure if he played last week or not. 1st and 10 now. Brady steps up and throws. Slant pattern. It is caught by Guffey. Just dragged by the shirt, and he takes 2 white jerseys all the way across the 25 to the 20-foot man.
I was looking for the horse collar there, but didn't grab the shoulder pads.
Katzenberg, number 3, and Bobby Graham, 22, had to catch up with him, and Horner were there. Oh, Guffey almost took it to the house.
Yeah, he almost escaped that. If we would escape that, we would have called him Houdini.
And flags down. I don't know if it was a dead ball, if they even got it off, and now I see GP players clapping, so it's dead ball, offsides on the Royals. 1st and 5 now. This is exactly offensive coordinator Nick Bender. Again, it's a brand new year this year. Coach Rowe not doing the offensive coordinating this year.
Yeah, what I'm loving is Brady is looking really good right now. Poised, relaxed, throwing the ball well. Got a little zip on it today.
I agree. 2-step drop. Oh, tries to go to Woolhoff. Just outstretched hands of Woolhoff. Incomplete, but a great play. He was wide open.
I'm going to say that was a good pass by Brady. Woolhoff's just got to get some wheels.
Oh, Johnny McLean turning it up. Ron, let's go down to the ex-receiver, the college receiver. Ron Henthorn. Ron, should he have caught that ball?
I could have caught that ball because I'm a lot taller than Devin is, but Devin needs to grow a couple inches, and he'd have caught it too. So
I don't doubt it. Ron's got some wheels still.
There's a timeout on the field. We'll see if we can take a timeout. Our executive producer, 5-tool player, spinning the dials down there with Shannon Cuneo. We'll be back right after this. All right, 2nd and 5 now. Brady in the game. Broadway keeps it himself around the right side. He'll stretch, I think. Looks like the line judge, another down to the 10. That's going to be a Glacier Peak first down. Number 7, big Broadway Brady. Again, Darren Watkins gets all the credit for that nickname.
Yeah, he keeps wanting him to come in with a fur coat on.
1st and 10 from the 15. They get it to Diego, and he's chopped down by Hammond, but he leans forward after that, crosses, gets down to, let's see where they'll mark him, John.
Yeah, everybody that's running for GP right now is doing a good job of getting an extra 2 or 3 yards out of every run.
Looks like they pushed him back. He's on the 11-yard line. Brady under center now. 2nd and 6, still an opportunity for a first down. Brady back to pass. Now he's getting hammered, and he's going to go down, but he lops the ball, and it's intercepted. Horner, 20 now. Right, left sideline. Now he cuts in the middle. Nobody there. And here comes Big 23. I'll tell you what, he saved McFadden there. You saw the Jets right there. He went from 0 to 60 in no time.
From behind. Good tackle. Good job, Cole. Coach will be happy about that.
And that's the 3rd interception. And again, unfortunately, I'm sure Brady's going to watch that. I don't want to be Brady in the quarterback room when they look at the film on that one.
Yeah, Coach is talking to him right now. It would have been better to take that and go into the grass, right?
Had a great drive going. Had a couple first downs. 2nd and 6. Took a timeout. Wasn't there. He should have just tucked it. He had a 3rd down, and they were getting open guys. But tell you, this Lynnwood Royal team, again, 6 turnovers in 2 games.
It's all a learning experience.
Cachopo right here. Katzenberg right behind him. Cachopo slings it over just behind number 22, Bobby Graham, incomplete. So they'll start over right at the Glacier Peak 47-yard line.
Be interesting to see what Lynnwood's able to do here. They came out of that last series and got lucky.
They did. They had a couple good plays. They got stalled there, 3 downs and out. They did get a first down, I believe. 6:02 left in the first quarter, 6-0 Glacier Peak. Hammond in motion. He hands it off to Katzenberger up the middle.
Gets about 3 yards. Of course, you never know with the spots we get in high school football.
Oh, gosh, drives us nuts. That's big number 3, Katzenberger. Andrew McCoy again on the stop there. Glacier Peak football, John and everybody else. The Glacier Peak football boosters will be holding their 7th annual dinner and auction on September 27th. If you'd like to purchase tickets to go to that great event, go to gpgrizzlyfootball.com. We'll tell you more coming up. 3rd and 7 now. Hammond in motion, coming towards you. Capocho now going to wheel right. Pressure, dumps it off, and it's complete. Out of bounds at the 39. A great tackle by Guffey on Mr. Hammond, and he'll save him a first down. It's going to be 4th and 2.
Interesting spot. Gave him an extra yard there.
Alton Hammond coming in, a sophomore, number 5, John. 5'10", 165. 3 carries this year. Hasn't caught the ball too much. That time he did. He's on the depth chart as a backup quarterback as well.
He looks a little thicker than 160
He
pounds.
does. And Keontae Bankhead is going to go for it. I think this is a good call. Katzenberger up the gut.
He's gone.
It's a race, a track meet. Guffey's not going to get there. Touchdown Royals on 4th and 2 from the 39.
He went right through that line that time, and as soon as you get a 220-pound guy in the backfield, the defensive backs are going to have a hard time with someone that size, especially that can move that fast.
There you got to see the great athleticism of Andrew Katzenberg. Wow. Nice job. I think that's his first touchdown this year in 2 games for Katzenberger. And Horner's on
It's good speed for a big boy like that.
Great speed. Holds that. It's blocked. Dese Fafita, he got the paws on it. The Grizzly
He got more
from
than
the
paws
minute.
on it. He got everything on that.
Oh, my.
And he ran over the holder, too. Did a little extra damage.
They're not going to let that extra run cross the plate, John. We're all tied up at 6-6. We'll be back with more on the Snohomish Times Sports Network.
The Eye Care Center of Snohomish on Avenue D is here to help with all your eye care needs. Our professional staff is committed to offering the most sophisticated, high-end, latest technologies to our patients. And the Eye Care Center is a relaxed atmosphere, allows you to browse the over 800 high-end designer frames, including some for the little ones. There's really no reason to go anywhere else. See us online at eyecarecenterofsnohomish.com or call 360-568-6666.
Check them stats out.
Before and after.
Oh, baby. If you're looking at the score 6-6, it's not Safeco Field, which I don't know what the Mighty M's are doing. Boy, they are just hanging on by a thread, making September interesting. 6-6 here at Veteran Memorial Stadium. The Lynnwood Royals, that's a shot right there, John. 39-yard jaunt by Katzenberger.
All started with the defense, though, right? Defense came with a big play, and then Katzenberger found a hole. And, boy, I wouldn't like to get run over by that kid. 220 pounds, as fast as he's going, he's a freight train once he gets that big frame moving.
I wouldn't want to stop him.
No.
Like, can you imagine, let's see, like Big Mo Fafita, Katzenberger.
The only way I'm stopping a kid that size and that fast is with a taser.
I'm with an engine. I'm stopping it with an engine of some sort. Horner, one of the busiest guys on the Royal roster, kicks this one off, and it's going to go out of play. Another flag there. Kickers can't seem to keep it in the field of play.
Yeah, they're shanking it tonight.
Neon night tonight for Glacier Peak students. Neon night, John.
Yeah, the stands are just full of bright colors. I abstained.
You know I didn't get the memo?
Oh.
Apparently.
I knew it. I just wasn't. I'm not participating.
I'm in my true blue STSPN shirt.
The blue and white.
The blue and white and red. It's a classic. 1st and 10, 35-yard line of Glacier Peak. Diego Ayala. Boy, he just bowls all the way for an 8-yard gain on 1st down.
He was looking for somebody to hit.
3rd drive of the first half, 4:07 left to go. Back to pass. Here comes pressure. He goes to the right side, in and out of the hands, a little behind Matthew Darling. Horner there on the coverage for Lynnwood.
We're going to allow Brady to have one or two of those.
Oh, that's all right. 2nd and 10. At least he hold on the ball. Again, he, on the last series, had an interception, his 3rd of the year.
Yeah, but that wasn't really a pass.
No, that wasn't, but it's going to be in the books. Looks like they pass it off. They spins out of it. This is 34 Black. Number 34, Ian Black, first carry of the night, and he busts his way down to the 29-yard line.
Was that an actual play or just broken play?
I think that was a broken, the washing machine was on hold there as he went in, and he just came out on spin.
Somebody opened the lid up, and it threw Black out.
Oh, my goodness. 1st and 10 now from the Royals 29. It's Ian Black again, and just a big pile up the gut.
Don't send him up the middle. Get him to the outside.
Number 34, Ian Black, 5'9", junior, 190 pounds. Came in tonight, 10 carries for 45 yards.
2:20 left in the quarter.
Tied up 6-6. Glacier Peak, Lynnwood Royals. Lynnwood 2-0, first time in forever. Glacier Peak 2-0. Brady, 2nd and 8 now. He goes back to pass. He's looking over left. He's got a wide open Dexter Carter. Touchdown, Grizzlies.
Nobody even close to him. And Brady this time, nice and soft. Carter even had to slow down a little bit and wait till that ball got there.
27-yard pass to the speedster.
Got a flag down.
While we work out the flag, let's go down to the wedge. Ron Henthorn.
Hey, down here on the field, there's a couple of young men running.
Oh, we lost you there, Ron.
Number 9. They were supposed to be ball.
You're cutting in and out, Ronnie.
They said they were too small to be ball boys, so they just get to run around down here on the sidelines and have fun. Also have an update for you on Josh Stockley. Josh sprained his ankle a couple of weeks ago, and that's what he did again tonight. So he's got ice on it, sitting back over here on the bench, and he will not be back in the game tonight. Back to you, Scott.
So Josh Stokely out. That's a blow for Glacier Peak offense. We'll have to check, Ron, to see who's backing him up tonight. Is Mason Braun not ready to come back quite yet?
I wasn't watching. Was that a personal foul?
Oh, there's a foul, and that's off the board. The touchdown pass to... We'll see if Ron can check, find out what's going on.
Second and 23.
Second and 23 now from the Lynnwood Royal 42-yard line. Tim Boyle texting me right now. He's not happy with the turnovers.
He probably knows what that foul was.
He's also texting me things I can't say. Brady trying to get it back. Goes down the right side, almost intercepted, trying to go to McFadden and number 7, Kevin Wynn, right there.
Yeah, McFadden not really open on that play. Brady, though, didn't have much more time left. He had to get rid of it.
He's not taking a deep, he's not going back very many steps. He's not taking a deep drop.
He isn't.
Let's go back down to Ron. What happened there on that big play, that 20?
On that touchdown, beautiful-looking pass by Brady. Apparently there was a hand to the face or helmet call back in the pack there somewhere, and they called it back.
Ooh, that one you hope later on doesn't hurt them. Brady pitches it to Carter. Dexter, the speedster, outside, but great tackle by Katzenberger, number 1 on 3, and they couldn't get by him. Wow, great open field tackle.
Andrew Katzenberger, man, he is all over the place.
He's a player. He's a baller.
Yeah, he is. And with his size, he might be able to go play someplace.
He could.
Easily.
1:38, clock ticking down. See if anybody's going to take a timeout. Doesn't look like it. 4th down and 20, and we got the weapon out. And this is going to be a 55-yarder from the 45. That's 55-yarder with 1:22, and now there's a timeout.
He's at the 46.
Is he at the 46 where he's going to kick it? Yep. So a 56?
56-yarder.
Last week he had a 55-yarder that had enough distance but hit the right pole.
Oh, I mean, this is professional kind of.
If you're not familiar with Spencer Pettit, my friends, this is one of the top kickers in the country, and you can say that confidently. Top 10 kicker. This season, opening game, John McClain, a 45-yarder. High school football, a 45 from the right hash, a 35-yarder. Then last week, a 39 and a 40. And again, that 55-yarder, talking to his parents, talking to him, he should have had it.
Yeah, I mean, you cross midfield, and he's in range.
That's a weapon.
Yeah.
That is a weapon not many have.
No.
So you're right. He is at the 46-yard line. They've changed up a little bit on the snapping and the holding. Darling to hold now. From the right hash, a 56-yard field goal attempt.
Everybody breathe.
By Spencer Pettit.
Come on, Spencer.
Holds good. It's up.
Short.
Just short.
He's only about 2-3 feet short on that.
Great kick.
Why not? 1:22. So he's missed from 55 and 56. That's 2 demerits.
Oh.
He doesn't get dinner tonight.
We might bench him. But this year, I like the nickname The Weapon even more so than last year.
Why?
Because he's passing the ball, he's catching the ball, he's running the ball, he's doing
He's defending. He's got an INT.
Yeah.
You're right. You're absolutely
It's
right.
crazy. Last year he might have been Legatron, but this year he's definitely the weapon.
We're going to keep it right here. It is 6-6. If you told me, John McClain, that the Lynnwood Royals coming out of the first quarter here at Glacier Peak, tied up 6-6 still with a minute 22.
I could have won some money on that.
You could have, big money. That time the money goes to the Glacier Peak defense. Katzenberger stuffed. Not going to give him a yard.
Yeah, you have to put that kid at middle linebacker just so he has room to move and get in on every play, right?
He is a little heavyweight bowling ball down there, isn't he?
Yeah.
So 2nd and 11, 49 seconds to go here in the first quarter, 6-6 on the GP19. Looks over to pass. It's incomplete, trying to go to Horner. Horner was almost better off missing that ball. He was in a lot of trouble if he caught it. Clock stops at 39.
Somebody would have hit him. He probably would have fumbled that.
The tackle is by number 13. It's called right meter.
All right. Leslie McLean writing in a language I'm not familiar with, which are many.
But that wasn't English.
Oh, okay. 39 seconds, 3rd and 11. Scott Oshman, John McLean, the whole STSPN crew up here from the 19. Cachopo.
He needs to go deep with it.
Jungmann now 44. We haven't talked about him in motion. Goes over the corner and it's caught. He's at the 40. He's finally taken down 45. 32 seconds left. That's big number 25, Richard Trung. And we talked about he's going to be big tonight, and there he came up with a huge play.
Darling with the tackle.
Oh, baby. And that was a great grab on the slant coming in. He had to catch it on the fingertips for Rich Trung.
Yeah, a little bit misjudged by the defender. Don't know who that was.
Not sure who was on him. 1st and 10, though, from the GP 45. Plenty of time just in the quarter. 17 seconds left in the quarter. Cachopo back. Center screen broken up beautifully by number 34, Ian Black.
Black. Excellent play.
So the person that
Able to take Katzenberger out of it.
went for that interception was that previous play.
Umpervich. We'll see. Again, he getting hand signals. 12 seconds, actually, written hand signals. 6-6.
12 seconds. Wonder if he'll just throw it long.
Just in the first quarter, the Glacier Peak 45. Cachopo. Justin takes it. Now he's going to roll left. Katzenberger. But he's got Jensen on his tail. He throws up a fly ball, and it's brought down by Jungmann, I think. It is 44, Jungmann.
And the clock stops to move the chains. 2 seconds left. They're going to get a chance to throw the ball into the end zone.
Both Zach Argue and Wolhoff there. There was a high fly ball to deep center.
Floating, but nobody knew it was in the air but the receiver.
You think that's design? I got to talk to the offensive coordinator about that.
I doubt it. You never want that ball hanging up there that long.
All right, first quarter's done. Come back for more. You're watching Glacier Peak football on the Snohomish Times Sports Network.
Are you a whiz in filmmaking? Do you want to become extraordinary in filmmaking? Then come to Shoreline Community College and work with Shoreline Productions, where you will learn to transform your work in teams of working professionals and students to create enchanting effects such as green screen, text animation, and so much more. So come to Shoreline Community College, where you can mystify and dazzle in filmmaking.
Second quarter live from Veterans Memorial Stadium. Scott Oshman, John McLean, Leslie McLean here running the dial up top. We got Eagle Eye Cuneo, replay Rob being assigned and positioned over stats. He hasn't thrown the stat computer out the window yet, so that's a good sign. And then
he's trying to maintain his composure.
We got Shannon Cuneo on camera and Todd Elvig, the 5-tool player. But I tell you, we got a dandy. It's back at Martin Stadium, Washington State last week, and they honored Keith Jackson Cachopo. Say that 5 times fast, and they hand it off to Katzenberger, and he's tied up there by 13, Brendan Jansen, who's had a great season.
Back to the line of scrimmage is all he got.
No gain there.
Good job by the defensive line, pushing the offensive line Lynnwood back a little bit, allowing him no penetration.
Well, Lynnwood has not given, they've only given up 6 points to Stanwood this entire year, and that record stands right now. A huge 27-yard touchdown catch denied by a penalty. Brady to Dexter Carter in the first quarter.
And their offense is explosive if you make a mistake.
That's correct. They were wide open. Cachopo rolling right, now goes over down. It's knocked away by Pettit. He was trying to go for number 7 Win.
Yeah, it was too high for Win.
And Pettit, he knocked that away with a little fire.
Volleyball spike.
That was.
Yeah.
That was first row.
He'll be playing a little volleyball next year in college probably.
I hope so.
A little sand.
Like I said, I was at Washington State. First time really going to Pullman and hanging out there. You see why people love the Cougar Land, man. You see why people love Pullman. It's a great community. Went to the football game, and Keith Jackson was there. Oh, Nelly. I'll do my Keith Jackson later. Cachopo. He's a captain, the senior this year. Katzenberger behind. Getting chased. Now he settles. He just got rid of that one.
Good idea.
He gets taken down by big Bert Cuneo. No flag.
Because he was getting trailed by the entire GP defense on that.
Boy, interesting. They had that rhythm going there at the end of the first quarter. They were driving 2 huge plays, and then all of a sudden, they just couple bad plays, and here we are, stalled 4th and 10. We'll see if he's probably going to go for it.
Yeah, well, everything big they've gotten has been off a Glacier Peak error.
That's true. So Glacier Peak just hurting themselves right now.
Absolutely.
Is Horner back there? Yes, Horner is back to punt. Nobody back for Glacier Peak. Now looks like Guffey floats back along with McFadden or Darling. And Horner gets a line drive, and it's fair caught, it looked like, right at the 16 or 15-yard. No, he's going to tell you at the 15-yard line.
By Darling.
By 27, Matthew Darling. So what's Glacier Peak, Johnny Mack, got to do?
Got to move the ball.
Without penalties.
And without coughing it up.
Brady Southern, Broadway Brady, now 4 for 38 rushing, but passing 9 attempts, 4 completions, 1 interception, total of 76 yards. Here he goes from his own 35. Fakes the handoff. Now he runs left. And you know what? I think that is. Yes, that is Rainbow. That is Devin Rainbow, number 18 with the ball. The transfer quarterback from Bothell comes in. He starts this series. He is a good runner, 11 carries for 66 yards, had that first touchdown against Snohomish.
Yeah, Rainbow a lot quicker than Brady and able to move much more laterally cut, right?
Yeah.
But a little smaller.
Yeah,
has an excellent arm, though.
Different body. Gets gain of 1 there. Now he fakes, gets over to Wolhoff on the near side. Wolhoff has some space and room. Great big first down for Glacier Peak all the way up to the 33 or 4 yard line. Devin Wolhoff hurting him.
Yeah, well, GP now has to keep moving the ball, but hang on to the rock, right? Don't cough that thing up. You can have little mistakes, just no big ones.
Big first down gets him all the way to the 34 yard line. Number 5, Devin Wolhoff. Ayala behind Rainbow. Back to pass. His first of the night. Now he tucks it. He sneaks up the middle. Hit hard right at the 40 yard line by Katzenberger.
Holding his arm. Got hit hard.
Yeah, he did on the shoulder, and that's Katzenberger. That's exactly what we talked about. You do not want to run into him.
39.
And
he hurt his shoulder.
Devin Rainbow really got popped at his shoulder, and they can't even get him off the field. Let's go down to Ron Henthorne and see what happened there, Ronnie.
Yeah, it looked like he was just carrying the ball into the pack there and just took a shot right in the midsection. I don't know if it's just wind knocked out of him or not, but he's laying down on the ground. I will bring you back up as soon as I find out more about that. Back to you, Scott.
Well, hope Thank you, Ron. Hope he's all right. Boy, we talking about John. I mean, Katzenberger, 215. That's on the roster. You don't know what he had for lunch. And you got Devin Rainbow just at 165. That's not fair.
Katzenberger's at 220.
220?
Yeah.
I told you, he had a big lunch. It looks like they're going to take out. We're going to step away for just a second. Come on back. 2nd and 4 for Glacier Peak on the Snohomish Times Sports Network.
Clogged drain? Other plumbing problems? Call Action Jackson Plumbing for 24-hour service. Owned by a lifetime Edmonds resident and Edmonds Woodway grad, Action Jackson is the drain cleaning specialist. They can unclog most internal drains for only $99 plus tax. Call 425-877.
We're back 2nd and 4 now. Brady Southard coming in. Devin Rainbow hurt on that play. Brady getting hung up in the backfield to push from the front line, and Katzenberger trying to get the Royal crowd fired up. Big number 60, Aaron Gaines up in there. And also Joe McKay, the 6'1", 240 senior.
3rd and 12.
Brady, boy, again, he's taken such a short drop. 9:27 left to go here in the first half from Veterans Memorial Stadium. 6-6 tied up. 3rd and 12 for Glacier Peak on their own 32. Out of the shotgun, rolling near side. Brady now unloads. It's complete to Guffey down the sideline. He's finally pushed out by 22 Bobby Graham, but the Hitman having a big night. Was that the Hitman or 25?
It was Guffey, 21.
Okay.
GP to the Lynnwood 35-yard line.
I think
1st and 12.
Nice
and 10.
job. I think Zach argued 25 had a good block. Brady now with some room to work. Pitches it to number 10 on the left side, and that's played out beautifully by number big 50 for the Royals, Harris Kuddick. A big, big loss there. Tried to go to Kyle Umpurovich, number 10. Eagle Eye Cuneo chuckling over my pronunciation, John. I think that was flawless, by the way.
You could call it that. The word flaw is right, I think.
Umpurovich. I'll practice here on the broadcast. I don't think so. Ron went into the locker room to check on Rainbow. Deep ball right side.
Too long.
Going for Hatch. Number 2 just in the ball game. Carson Horner. Let's go down to Ron Hornthorne. What's going on with Devin Rainbow?
Not good news for Devin, guys. Looks like he dislocated his shoulder. They took him in the locker room, and hopefully they'll be able to get him straightened out, but we won't see any more of him tonight. So it's Brady all the way the rest of the game. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Ron. Sad news there. Devin Rainbow having a great season, getting some nice play. It's all about Brady Southard. Now he unleashes right, and it's caught this time by Umpurovich.
He's gone.
And he's gone sideline. Touchdown, Grizzlies, no flags.
That was a beautiful catch, beautiful pass.
Great block.
What?
Let him go, and I didn't see
A great block also down. Kyle Umpurovich is 5'6", the junior. Where did he come from? He wasn't even on the roster a few days ago.
He's just out there for a stroll. And the ball just comes right to him. He ran an excellent pattern, crossed across the middle. He was out in the flats, hit, got a good block, and then he turned on the wheels and was down the sideline.
That's so great. That's so great about high school football. As Spencer Pettit goes down for the extra point. Had some issues last week with the extra point. Got Darling now holding. I think Van Ez is the long snapper. Gets it up. Almost
blocked.
Blocked. He just nails that right through the uprights.
Almost put it out of the stadium.
13. And there's a flag on that play. We'll look to the white hat.
Running of the kicker. Yeah.
There's running Nathan Murphy there.
So what Mr. Boyle would be telling you is this is because of GP's depth, right? You know, they got kids coming out of the woodwork ready to score touchdowns, right?
I agree with you. And, you know, you're down there in the field before talking. I talked to both coaches. And, again, they know numbers, right? They don't know names, so they're going, oh, yeah, you talk to Glacier Peak coaches, 25, or this number. Oh, yeah, that's who we watch. Talk to Lynnwood. Well, of course, they're watching 5, Woolhoff, Ayala. So, no one's talking about number 10.
Nope.
Who will be now called, of course, Kyle the ump. We'll have to come up with something. We'll try and take a quick break on the Snohomish Times Sports Network. Glacier Peak 13, Lynnwood Royals 6 on a big play by Imperovich. I'm going to say it different every time. How about that, John?
Yeah, that'd be great. You're going to hit it right one of those times.
25, Richard Chong just looks at that one going away. And there was roughing the kicker on the extra point. How far was that great pass play on the TD drive there, John? Do you know?
Were we even on the Lynnwood side of the field? It was at least 40 yards, right? He caught the ball at like the 35, I think.
Well, it was crazy. It's a 45-yard touchdown by our crack statistician, Robbie Why Not Wygant. How's that?
Excellent. So I was about right.
You were perfect as usual.
No, I was close. Near.
Justin Cachopo gets it off to Hammond, number 5, trying to find an edge around the side. A nice little pickup on first down for 5 yards, or maybe they'll get him out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Ian Black on the tackle.
They put him right at the 25. That was a nice little pickup there. A couple of those, first down.
13-6 here, 8:08 left in the first half. Yes, Lynnwood shows some signs. They've had some big plays.
They're a little up and down, though.
Well, they had that great momentum there coming out of the first quarter, and they couldn't capitalize on it. This is Katzenberger, and this time he's backed up by the Grizzly defense. That's Black. Mofita in there, Cuneo.
Yeah, you can tell when the GP defensive line just beats their offensive line off the ball, all right? They just go nowhere.
Lynnwood offensive line, Will Eddington, Joe McKay, Harris Cuddock, Salvati, Gaines. Trying to hold this, one of the big strengths of this Glacier Peak team. 7:35, 3rd and 7 now from their own 23.
Cachopo probably going to go up top with it. There he's back to pass. Gets it
Goes
off.
over way too high, too hot. Trying to go for 25, Trung, but Spencer Petta, nice coverage.
Yes, excellent coverage.
The weapon.
The weapon's all over the place.
Let's go down to Ron Henthorn.
Yeah, down here on the sidelines, while we were doing those last couple of plays, we got Andrew McCoy down here taking snaps as a backup quarterback for the Grizzlies here tonight in case something happens to Brady Southern. So we got a backup down here working out. Talk to you later, guys.
That is a great point. I was going to bring that up earlier. You're absolutely right. 3rd on the depth chart is Andrew McCoy. Again, a defensive specialist now getting offensive time, but boy, you hope that doesn't happen.
McCoy was taking snaps last year, though.
Yes, he was actually coming in. We've talked about that in the summer. He was thought to maybe have the job last year. Of course, Branson Corwin and Brady, and now we're walking. What's going on now? Personal foul on Glacier Peak. Boy, penalties absolutely killing Glacier Peak tonight. Big win there for the Royals. They were looking
offsides now. Back-to-back penalties.
Looks like Big Mo got a little jumpy down there, but that's a huge break for the Royals.
Yeah. The Royals able to string together 2 quick penalties.
Yeah, that was huge because it was 4th and 7 there.
Yeah.
Correct.
So all the way up. Cachopo now looking. Katzenberger, they fake. No. Oh, and he's hammered back by Black. Oh, my. 23 just took a licking. Michael DePass, first time carrying the ball. Welcome in. Welcome to the ball game.
Yeah. What a way to start. Going to be gun shy now.
See where they marked that. Of course they marked that. He hit him back down at like the 36.
Yeah, 35, somewhere in there.
It's still
yeah, but at
second
one
and 9.
point he may have been up there.
That's true.
It doesn't matter whether he had the ball or not.
Well, we'll see what the Royals can do. 6:41, down 13-6. 2nd and 9.
Cachopo's going to throw it.
Hammond in motion across his front there. Rolls right. Now he's in trouble. Now he just gets rid of it.
Almost intercepted.
Ends the play on his back with a nice, I'm sure, parting words from Mr. Jensen.
Words of encouragement.
Of course.
Yeah, you'll do better next time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's always positive.
I don't doubt it for a second.
Cachopo could not find anybody open there. You know, offensive coordinator for the Lynnwood Royals told me they're going to try and beat that outside pressure. Again, McCoy, Jensen, Black, they've been killing people with that pressure, not only this year but last year and under Steve Hannon with some screens and some center screens, some bubble screens. We've seen it a couple times, not too many though.
3rd and 9, 6:27 left in the half.
Cachopo now, he's going to run to the near side. Finds it, turns, lets it go, and it's over the head of both defender and cover man. Going for Jungman, but Guffey there step by step, and that'll bring up 4th and 9 from a 39. I don't think he's going for it.
No. They're going to punt this one away. GP will get another opportunity. See if they can capitalize. I'd like to see somebody run back a punt for something.
They don't have too many. Let's see who is back to receive.
Is that Guffey?
Just gets
Almost
that off.
Short. Didn't even get it past midfield.
No. It was partially. Was that big Mo Fafita one more time? I see Cuneo coming off. So they're going to net. That's a short punt.
It's really short. You could have thrown the ball farther than that.
That's like my drives, one of my drives off the tee.
Yeah.
You know, when I stub it all the time and
worm burner.
It just miss it. Oh, well, my worm burners are classic.
It's nice when the grass is all wet.
It is. 1st and 10. I got to be playing more on this type of artificial turf. They hand it off, and at quarterback is Andrew McCoy. Boy.
Brady all right?
They're just running the rosters. Let's see with Ron Henthorne can see what's going on, why they're going with McCoy here for this series.
That's strange. Unless Brady's hurt.
Correct.
Gain of 2. 2nd and 8 now. McCoy and Ayala in the background. McCoy's going to take this with himself. A nice little shot up the middle. Almost a first down. Brought down by Hammond. He'll be a yard short, 3rd and 1. So number 8 showing some wheels.
Yeah, but then, see, we're back to how deep the GP team is, right?
It's just crazy, isn't it? 99 on the GP roster.
If it wasn't for the line, right, you could probably field 2 decent teams.
Oh, there's no doubt. He's got trouble.
Ooh.
McCoy takes a big snack by snack. Yeah, it was a snack by Hammond. It's a tasty treat. That's a 10-yard loss.
Hammond did take a big bite out of that one.
On 3rd and 1, it's now, well, they're going to say 4th and 9. It really should be. In real football, it's about 4th and 11, but. And Spencer Pettit's out there to punt. Spencer been doing a decent job. Doesn't have to punt too many times.
He's not a bad punter, but it's not his specialty.
No. Now, tell you what, if you're a Lynnwood, as we see Nathan, that's a timeout, Glacier Peak. Lynnwood Royals with 4:35, John McClain hanging on 13-6. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Glacier football on the Snohomish Times Sports Network. If you're a Royal fan, this is exactly the kind of ball game you wanted to see, John McClain. You want to just hang in there with Glacier Peak on the road, one of their only road games of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not playing all that bad. They just had some, missteps along the way, which is expected in high school football.
Andrew McCoy still in there. It's a high snap. Pettit's got to get it away, and he does that so well. He punches it.
I mean, the kid could play Australian rules football, right? Run and kick, little rugby action. It's amazing.
I don't know how, in the 4 years we've been doing it, we've been watching him 3 years. He has done that a lot. He has had to do that a lot. I'm going to start at the Lynnwood 18-yard line. 1st and 10 from their own 18. We're in the second quarter. 4:26 left to go. Mount Lake Terrace, John McClain, with a 29-13 lead right now over the Thunderbirds of Shorewood. We'll try and look for some other scores. Cachopo having a rough night. Not too bad, but not too great. Pitching it now over to 23, and he's hammered down Fafita there first, along with Bert Cuneo. Wow.
Yeah, he was wrapped up immediately. 23 doesn't have much size to him, though.
Dapis, no, he's a junior.
5'6", 160 pounds.
Oh, my goodness. Stop the clock. I wish Tim Boyle was here. They gave him a loss of 3 yards.
What would Tim say?
He wouldn't know what to say. Be shocked. Nathan Murphy down there. 2nd and 13 from their own 15. The Royals in white. Throws over right, almost picked up, but it's caught by Jungman. He'll get to the 25-yard line. Sets up a 3rd and 5. Nice job.
Every time the boys go for that interception on defense, the Royals come up with the ball and gain a bunch of yards. They need to stay put.
And Cuneo, Eagle Eye Cuneo saying number 42, Ricky Krantz, made the tackle. And, we didn't talk much about him against Snohomish. He had a big game last week. 6 tackles, for Glacier Peak. 3rd and 4. Swings it over. Great catch by Hammond. And he breaks the tackle. Cuneo finally drags him down at the 47-yard line.
Good job by Bert to keep with it, man.
The big fella.
Chasing him down.
What a catch by Alton Hammond. Cachopo kind of led him a little too much. It was a one-hand grab.
He was able to get it in, but all the action came after he caught the ball.
Ooh, a penalty.
Oh, unfortunate.
Oh, when you're on the road, the Royals can't afford that. Let's look to the white hat, Nathan Murphy, I think, right down there. Did we already give the signal?
Not yet.
Ron, did you catch that penalty?
Silence.
Silence from Ron down the field. The wedge.
It's dead air. We can't afford that
penalty. I was on the opposite end of the play.
All right, thank you, Ron. Did anybody in the booth see that penalty?
Ron was out of position. How many times does that happen in a season?
Never.
I've never seen such a thing.
A phantom flag.
Well, but it was against Lynnwood, whatever it was, and it was unfortunate because that was an excellent play.
Heck of an effort there by Hammond. Broke a tackle. Bert Cuneo, incredible effort there to catch up the big fella, the O-line, D-line.
Those are the kind of things that just crush your soul as a football player, right?
Royals, they've had a couple big ones taken back. Same thing with Glacier Peak. A touchdown taken back in the first quarter. Horner in motion. Fakes right. Now he's got nowhere. He's got trouble, and he's going to go down in blue. Cuneo there. Fafita, McCoy.
Yeah, you don't want to end up in that bunch because you're going to get hurt, right? Yeah, you want to head to the outside and get tackled by one of those little guys.
That's not the popular crowd.
No.
It's not the lunch table you want to sit at. Nathan.
I'm sure they're all nice kids, but you don't want them beating on you.
No. Second timeout by Glacier Peak. 2:48 left to go. 13-6. This one's just hanging on. Don't go away.
Call Action Jackson Plumbing for 24-hour service. Owned by a lifetime Edmonds resident and Edmonds Woodway grad, Action Jackson is the drain cleaning specialist. They can unclog most internal drains for only $99 plus tax. Call 425-877-5601 or visit actionjacksonplumbing.com.
Way more effective today.
So kind of a heavyweight sluggo match. Just when you think somebody's going to turn on the mojo, they get smacked down with a flag. And some huge plays on both sides been brought back by the Stripes tonight.
Well, the refs are doing a good job of keeping this thing under control.
Absolutely. Getting our reffing crew. Big thanks, Nathan Murphy, David Sather, Reed Baker, Fred Chisel. And here's back to punt is Horner.
Nice kick.
See who gets that. Guffey. It's Guffey.
Guffey blocked him out.
Stutters. Oh, hit by his own guy.
McCoy was taken in the back.
And there is another flag. A little friendly fire there by McCoy. As Nathan, and that's going to go against Glacier Peak. Let's go down to Ron. Ron, I'm interested in what's the feeling down there on the Glacier Peak sideline. I mean, is it pretty tense? What's the attitude of the coaching staff?
Well, right now the coaches are a little bit tense. Players are kind of calm down here. Nobody's really too excited. Not too happy about that last play either because there was a block in the back by Glacier Peak, which cost them a nice gain there. So let's see what happens in the next 2 minutes and 35 seconds here. See if Glacier Peak can put something else on the board.
Let's see Brady Southard back. Thank you, Ron, in at quarterback. Again, if you just joined us, Brady started the first quarter and some of the second, then was relieved by Devin Rainbow. Rainbow had a running play and is out right now.
Dislocated shoulder.
Won't be coming back. Brady going deep on the right side to Guppy. Catches it as he's hit. Did he hold on to it? No catch.
What? He didn't drop it.
And Guppy.
That's a bad call.
I'd like to be able to see that one again because that looked like a bad call to me.
The official got to give him credit right there on the play in good position, but another big grab by Guffey. That was all the way down to the 25. Not this time. Bobby Graham had great coverage on Guffey. It'll be fun to watch that matchup in the second half. Guffey again on the near side. Brady now looking over. He goes to him again, but he can't get it to him. Guffey, the intended receiver. Graham again, and it'll be 3rd and 10 on 2 incompletes.
He was open. I don't know how far that ball was away from him, but it looked like it was catchable.
Glacier Peak, Brady had some sauce on that ball.
Brady's a big boy. He can put a little stank on that thing.
Well, we know he can throw it for sure. 3rd and 10 now, right inside the Glacier.
Throw it again.
Yeah, the Royal territory. He rolls right now, gets some protection by Diego. Over the top, high, trying to go for Wolhoff again. Devin, great player, is only 5'8".
Yeah, Brady ran out of people to throw to on that play. He wanted to go to Guffey, But Guffey fell down.
Yeah.
Lost his footing, so that eliminated that option.
2:19 left to go in the first half. Glacier Peak leading 13-6 over these undefeated Lynnwood Royals. Spencer Pettit back to, we think, punt from the 47 of the Royals. Number 25 for Lynnwood.
Gets it away. Nice punt.
Gorgeous punt. That goes towards Hammond. Hammond's going to watch it bounce.
Good roll.
And it'll be touched down there.
About the 13.
13-yard line. 2 minutes, 6 seconds to left to go here. Scott Oshman, John McClain. Hope you're enjoying all of our coverage. Everett Herald, HeraldNet. You can check out SLSN as well as STSPN every single Friday night. Glacier Peak Football Boosters will be holding their 7th annual dinner and auction on September 27th. If you'd like to purchase tickets to go to this great event, the 7th year, they got huge, major prizes. I mean, big celebrity stuff, man. Go to gpgrizzlyfootball.com. It's next Saturday at the Everett Country Club. Capocho hands it off to Katzenberger. They've done a nice job. He'll get a gain of 3.
Katzenberger well contained on that play.
Unofficial stats here, only 6 carries, 41 yards. Actually not doing too bad. He had that huge
the one
touchdown,
big one,
which is really helping him. 6.3 average, 1 touchdown, that 39-yarder here in the first quarter, and that's representing the only score for Lynnwood, and Mosese Fafita blocked with no problem the extra point, and that's where we sit 13-6.
Yeah, he blocked that field goal or that extra point with his entirety.
2nd and 7. Gets it to Jungman across the 20, the 21.
Nice pass, well thrown ball, perfect position.
Very nicely done. Justin Cachopo to Lucas Jungman. Jungman came into tonight with 6 catches for 129 yards with 2 TDs.
He's got like 3 catches tonight.
Yeah, with McFadden on the tackle there. Number 44, Jungman, yeah. We're updating the stats here. Great job by Rob to come in. Katzenberger is the halfback. Jungman in motion. He hands it to Katzenberger. Just spins out of Jensen, and it gets a first down barely with 34 seconds left in the first half.
Inches. But they're not going to get much further, I don't think, with only 34 seconds on the clock. Unless he can get through that line without getting touched like the one time when he scored the touchdown.
Well, you might be thinking head coach, again, for this is actually first year official head coach. He's been 3 years with the program, Keontae Bankhead. He might be thinking, you know what, I don't want to put it in the air. I don't want to risk something, a pick 6. We're in this game, 13-6, 24 seconds left.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to do anything stupid right now.
He's got timeouts to burn, does Lynnwood, if they want to.
Well, they got a first down. They got some plays.
Cachopo with Katzenberger behind him on the near side. Double splits now on either side. And now delay a game on Lynnwood.
It's like they're running the clock down.
Now they go over to his head coach.
Only 4 seconds left.
Again, if you're just joining us wondering, where in the heck is Tim Boyle?
That's what I'm still wondering.
Our expert football analyst. Tim, big best wishes out to Boyle and the Boyle family. He's down with his dad right now, University of Washington Medical Center, and we'll tell you more about that later. We're going to take a break. Don't go away. 4 seconds left here in the first half. We'll see if something crazy happens on the Snohomish Times Sports Network.
Are you a whiz in filmmaking? Do you want to become extraordinary in filmmaking? Then come to Shoreline Community College and work with Shoreline Productions, where you will learn to transform your work in teams of working professionals and students to create enchanting effects such as green screen, text animation, and so much more. So come to Shoreline Community College, where you can mystify and dazzle in filmmaking.
Four seconds left. Lynnwood Royals cooking up some miracle dust over there.
Throwing some sauce out there.
Cachopo, he's looking for his burners. You know who hasn't played a lot is number 25, Trung. We haven't had any big gains by him.
Hands it off.
Katzenberger already has a 39-yarder, but this one's not going to go anywhere. It's going to end the half, and we're going to stay at 13-6. Ron, Scott Oshman, John McClain will be back after halftime.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Glacier High School marching band under the direction of Tad Morris. Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention, please. There is a black expedition. Black Expedition, license number 705. WBC parked in front of a neighbor's driveway. That's a Black Expedition, license number 705 WBC, parked in front of a neighbor's driveway. If it's not moved forthwith, it will be towed.
Lynnwood has not given up a touchdown this year, 6-0 against Stanwood. And let's go down real quick to Steve Hannon, defensive coordinator, with our, oh, no yet? Oh, let's go. I'm sorry. Minute 6, Scott Oshman, John McClain, just the start of the second half in a few minutes here. Lynnwood hanging on. Glacier Peak 13-6 right now at Veterans Memorial Stadium. And just a couple scores before we talk about the first half, and then we'll try and get defensive coordinator Steve Hannon with Ron Henthorn. And here we go. Ron Henthorn, Steve Hannon.
Okay, this is Ron Henthorn down here with Steve Hannon. Steve, kind of a rough, tough ball game defensive-wise, a couple of mistakes. What do you got going out there?
Yeah, well, you pretty much called it. That's what it's been. We played really good defense. We had 2 big mistakes, but besides that, pretty darn happy.
So any changes you're going to make this time, or just try to execute?
Yeah, we just have to execute it better, and that's the plan.
Any updates you know on Rainbow to pass on to us?
I heard he broke his collarbone. He's already on the way to the hospital. That's the last I heard.
All right, well, tough break for him, but thanks for seeing. We'll see you after the game.
All right, let's keep our fingers crossed.
You bet.
All right.
Thanks, guys. Back to you. You heard it, Steve Hannon. And Rainbow is on the way to the hospital, so sorry to hear about that, but hope that young man comes out of that in good shape. Back to you, Scott.
Thank you, Ronnie. Oh, man, you just don't want to see that ever, ever.
You don't want an injury like that. You want something you can come back from fast.
Lynnwood going to start this second half with the ball. Let me give you up to speed on some scores. O'Day right now putting it on the Tomahawks of Marysville Pilchuck 20-3, 10:33 left to go in the third quarter. Also Cascade with an early lead, 21-7 over Jackson right now. That can be watched also on STSPN.com live webcast. And thanks again to our friends at the Herald, heraldnet.com. Check it out. You can see all the games by STSPN and SLSN, the Sound Live Sports Network. Steve Willits and the gang over there doing a great job from Edmonds Stadium. Halftime, it was kind of ugly. Again, Lynnwood coming into tonight averaging 106 on the ground, John McClain, but they've only rushed for 51 this first half.
Yeah, GP's defense doing a great job just shutting them down, especially the passing, right? They've just not been able to get their aerial game running. But let's go back to what you were planning to talk about earlier, which was this Lynnwood defense.
Yes.
They've only given up 6 points prior to this.
No, I already corrected myself. Oh, and we were off the air, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Yes, thank you, John. I very poorly was very incorrect and said that they'd given up 6 points. Wait just a minute. They've given up 0 points this year.
0 points.
That's right. They beat Stanwood 6-0, and they beat Shorewood. No, we played Shorecrest. Shorewood 55-0.
So they haven't been scored on yet.
No, Shorecrest they beat 55-0 and Stanwood 6-0. So they have never been scored on. Tonight's the first time they've had 13 points put on them.
Well, that's pretty significant then.
It's major. Major.
And if GP has anything to say about it, it's going to be more points.
And you're right about the passing. Again, Lynnwood coming in 236 yards average passing, 55 so far tonight.
Yeah,
so
Glacier
Justin
Peak, the secondary just shutting them down.
Cachopo not being able to get it going.
But it's the pressure they're putting on the QB, right, from the outside and from the middle. You know, they're just coming through that offensive line. The defensive line of GP has just been outstanding so far today.
Glacier Peak has had moments, a lot of big penalties. Again, they've rushed for 124 yards, passed for 134. You know, a couple key players. Dexter Carter has not gotten the rock a lot. 3 carries for 18 yards, but boy, he's been open. He had that 27-yard touchdown taken back as they kick off, and this one's taken back by 25 for Lynnwood, and that's Richard Trong, who, again, talking to Royal coaches, they want some big plays out of Rich Trong tonight as well, and Lynnwood will start
their 16, 17-yard line.
17-yard line. Dexter Carter on the tackle there. So a big job here for the defense for Glacier Peak.
Well, we'll have to see what adjustments Lynnwood has been able to make to their offense to try to get something going against this terrific GP defense.
Katzenberger, the lone setback, and they get it to Katzenberger, who had a big first half.
He's stuffed at the line.
And Mo Fafita helps him up nice, and same thing with Bert Cuniel. I give him a tap on the old helmet. Katzenberger, I mean, of the 51 points, he had 39 on that 39-yard touchdown run, which is where they sit. That's all the points right now for Lynnwood.
51 yards.
Oh, yards, excuse me.
You can't give him a point for every yard.
Well, in some countries you can. 11:22 here, just the start of the second half. Got time now. He lets it fly. And
intercepted?
Is it intercepted or incomplete?
They say he caught it. Guffey. Right?
The hitman comes down with it and pleading his case. Is that Jungman over there, 44? Oh, boy, I want to see that one. Ron, did you get a good look at that? What happened?
Actually, I got the same look you had. It was on the far side of the field, but it was a kind of a ball like that throw up in center field you talk about. He just ran under it and caught it right before he ran out of bounds.
Oh, for the Lynnwood Royals, that's not how you want to start the series. First interception tonight for Lynnwood as the GP offense runs it up the gut and gets a nice carry for 6 yards. and Diego Ayala. And we've got a hurt Glacier Peak player trying to get off the field, number 52, Logan Pylon. Starting left tackle, the senior might have a stinger.
Hurt his hand or something.
2nd and 5 on the Royal 34-yard line. Brady Southern gets it to Ayala. Punches through and still on his feet, won't go down. And then he's going to run to the stick, and I think he's going to get a Glacier Peak first down.
Easily. GP having their way with Lynnwood right now, on the verge of scoring.
Offensive coordinator Nick Bender, see what he's dialing up. 1st and 10 now on the 25-yard line. He fakes the handoff to Diego. Yep. Brady gets it over the left side. And now it's time for the big fellas. Josh Stokely, I don't know if he's back in. He was hurt earlier, but Berg and Van Ness and Lindsay on the front line. Stokely looks like he's back in.
Probably taped his ankle up, got him back in the game.
2nd and 5. They fake it. Now is he going to pitch it? No. Ooh. Brady cannot release to Dexter Carter. You can see the frustration by Carter. He had him. The option, the read option, was there for Carter. But unfortunately, it's 3rd and 5.
Brady just unable to get that thing to him. And then smothered by the entire Lynnwood defense.
Joe McKay, Big Joe on the tackle there. 3rd down and 5. Brady under center. Ayala fakes it. Now he gets it to Carter the right side. Watch the speed. Can he pull him?
Nope, he's down at about the 6, thrown out of bounds.
But a big first down for Dexter Carter. Bobby Graham there to wheel him out. There's a flag on the play.
You need more plays like that, a little something more deceptive, and get the ball to Carter, and he just busts loose on the outside. You could do that a lot.
It's the other thing we were talking about at halftime. Dexter Carter's got to get the ball more.
That's probably what they talked about at halftime.
And where's number 10? Umpurovich.
Hey, he's going to be downfield catching passes.
Let's see the call. Nathan Murphy. What is he calling over there? Ron, do you know what's going on at all? It's at the far side of the field. Very difficult for you to hear what's happening as they toe tap around where the ball is supposed to be put down.
They're still having a little discussion over there. Looks like it's going to go against GP, though.
Well, it was 3rd down and 5 yards to go. Dexter Carter ran for a first down, but personal foul, face mask on Glacier Peak.
Oh, unfortunate. So those penalties will just kill you.
Becomes 3rd and 9. Correct.
Take the wind right out of your sails.
3rd and 9 from the 20 now. Penalties killing the Grizzlies in the first half. One for sure touchdown brought back.
They don't get a first down on this play, you're going to see the weapon.
That is true. Brady goes to shotgun now. Got some traffic, gets rid of it, and it's, should have been intercepted, intended for Carter, but literally in and out of the jersey, hands, and everything of number 25 for the Lynnwood Royals.
That ball was way under.
Richard Chong.
But anyway, now we get to see the weapon. We'll see a field
But anyway.
Let's get on to the field goal. Keep the game moving.
We talked about Legatron, if Tim Boyle's listening, and we talked to his mom, and he had heard that before apparently, so he really likes the weapon. Let's see. This is a 31, so 41-yard attempt by the right hash. It's deep, and it is good.
Makes it 16-6.
41-yard field goal for Pettit. He tried a 56-yarder.
I want to see some more of those long ones, though. These 45-yarders are kind of passe, right?
Yeah, ho-hum, right?
Yeah.
Ho-hum.
Clogged drain? Other plumbing problems? Call Action Jackson Plumbing for 24-hour service. Owned by a lifetime Edmonds resident and Edmonds Woodway grad, Action Jackson is the drain cleaning specialist. They can unclog most internal drains for only $99 plus tax. Call 425-877-5601 or visit actionjacksonplumbing.com.
Oh, Nelly! Honored Keith Jackson over there in Pullman. Good to see him. I love Keith Jackson. He just means football to me.
Just the voice, right?
Yeah, Keith Jackson, Bob Greasy, actually a Northwest native.
Part of your childhood.
That's right. Inducted over there, the Edward R. Murrow School of Broadcasting.
These kids are going to say, you know, the voice of Scott Oshman.
No, they're not. They don't even know who I am. They barely look at me. Walk the halls. Pettit booms one down deep, and that's in the end zone. And as they say, if we're playing Keith Overman, I always just say, it's deep, but I don't think it's playable. They'll touch back at 20-yard line. So the Lynnwood Royals felt like they had some juice going in the first half. It kind of sputtered out as the defense figured them out. What do they got to do, John?
Yeah, well, they've got to throw something at GP that they're not used to seeing, right? You can't just keep doing the same thing over and over again. Once the defense has your number, you got to change things up. So we'll see what they have. They got to kind of change the packaging.
Justin Cachopo, the senior, gets it over wide. Cotton Horner drops it. Thought he had it over there. Well covered by Woolhoff and Guffey.
Started running before he had the ball reeled in.
Lead them at 2nd and 10 now from their own 20. 8:59 left to go in the third quarter.
They need to pull out some old-fashioned 1980s Seahawk action.
Oh,
start doing something wild, right?
I think so. I don't know if they got trickery in the bag. The Royals do or not.
They haven't had to use any so far this season. This would be a good time to pull something out.
I agree. 2nd and 10, Katzenberger, their big horse in the backfield. Fakes it now. He pumps. Now he's going to go over down for Jungmann again. It's intercepted by the hitman, Guffey, and he's wrangled down. Speaking of the wrestler, that's a takedown. Isn't that 2 points? Well, something.
Something. But Guffey, pick of the night.
And Justin Guffey is one of those big-time players that we're looking to make a big impact, both offensive and defense. And the second INT for the hitman, Justin Guffey. Yeah, you're going to see him on the hardwoods, too.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And then, just think what this team's going to look like next year. You're going to have Guffey still. You'll have Colton Bunt back to run the ball for you.
Speaking of Colton, 1st and 10, though, and they hand it off up the middle to Ayala. He crosses the midline into Royal territory at the 49-yard line. 44 having a great night. I talked to Rowe before the game. I asked about Colton Bunt. There's a lot of, the young man's hurt. Got hurt on the offseason. He thinks he's going to come back, but it still might be a couple weeks.
Oh, so we might see him this season?
We might.
That'd be nice, but, don't come back too early.
No, Diego Ayala gets the carry one more time. He'll gain a couple, leave him 3rd and 3.
Of course, these kids heal a lot faster than we do.
I know, we forget that, don't we? Yeah, you got a bad wheel right now.
Yeah.
3rd and 3. Brady tucked up under center. Diego Ayala. Now McCoy came across, stops, and they look over at the sideline. McFadden on the near side. Woolhoff on the left slot with McCoy. Blitz coming. They go to Diego again, and he is enough for a first down and more. Boy, he just pummels the Royal defense down to the 40. Wow.
It'd be nice if they could get McFadden the ball. It seems they use him mostly as a distraction.
Yeah, they do. And I think he's a great athlete. We know that.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to see him a little bit more involved. They got so many weapons, though. It's almost like the Seahawks. They got Carter and McCoy, and Woolhoff has come on. Diego that time bounces. No, it's Brady!
Long distance.
Oh, the
turns and
magic
goes
trick.
back.
Now he doesn't know where to go.
It's too much field. Too many choices.
All the way to the Royal 17-yard line.
The big man.
Broadway Brady got lost in Manhattan.
Gets downfield. He just didn't know what to do. There's all these little guys around me. Don't want to hurt anybody.
Oh, my goodness. There's a timeout on the field. 16-6 GP driving. Stay with us.
Are you a whiz in filmmaking? Do you want to become extraordinary in filmmaking? Then come to Shoreline Community College and work with Shoreline Productions, where you will learn to transform your work in teams of working professionals and students to create enchanting effects such as green screen, text animation, and so much more. So come to Shoreline Community College, where you can mystify and dazzle in filmmaking.
Big man Southard, a 23-yard run. It could have been more if he just kept going.
Got to go north-south, right? What's this running sideways? That was an excellent play. Caught the Lynnwood defense totally off guard, and then you get a kid with McFadden's speed with a lot of green, right? He was looking at that end zone the whole way.
Great for Cole McFadden. He's had a lot of big plays. You see, that might be his first touchdown this year.
This year, yeah. Well, unless one of the games we missed.
Well, I don't believe it. You never know on the stats here. The Pettit after point there. The point after is good. 7 minutes, 12 seconds left. Now Glacier Peak starting to put down the throttle on the big hitman Guffey's second interception, and they take it down and score 23-6. Stay with us.
The Eye Care Center of Snohomish on Avenue D is here to help with all your eye care needs. Our professional staff is committed to offering the most sophisticated, high-end, latest technologies to our patients. And the Eye Care Center is a relaxed atmosphere, allows you to browse the over 800 high-end designer frames, including some for the little ones. There's really no reason to go anywhere else. See us online at eyecarecenterofsnohomish.com or call 360-568-6666.
Third game of the season, 2-0. These two teams coming in. Glacier Peak stumbled out of the gate against Snohomish, but was able to take that one to the relatively easily, 33-6. Last week against Shorewood, 47-7. Again, got a slow start. Tonight, first half was slow. And if Tim Boyle was here, he'd say, yeah, Glacier Peak, they're a third quarter team.
Traditionally
are. Pettit.
They got to get to know you first.
Well, and again, it was a physical first half. This one's just not even close.
To the back of the end zone.
But the boys got a good sprint.
It's part of their conditioning.
It probably is. But that's, again, we so take that for granted, the weapon kicking those kickoffs out. Every other high school game tonight, they're getting a return.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an opportunity to score, right? Whereas Lynnwood did no opportunity there.
So turnovers, the big story here tonight, among others. McFadden, the most recent 17-yard misdirection around the corner touchdown for Cole McFadden. Is the handoff there is to Katzenberger, who, again, they've really done a nice job holding in check.
Yeah, they've contained him very well. And that's the GP front line that's doing that. They're just getting the jump on the offensive line of Lynnwood. But Lynnwood's got to do something different. They can't keep doing the same thing on offense. GP's got their number right now. They're going to have to make some sort of change, an adjustment.
Well, they don't want to go to Guffey's side, I can tell you that. 2 picks so far. Cachopa over front in the middle, gets it caught by Jungman. He's trying to go to Jungman all night, and he's brought down by McCoy and Jensen. Lucas Jungman, the senior, he's having a nice evening tonight. 2 catches, 20 yards. And that gives the Royals a first down, which they need.
Desperately. Need to keep moving the chains.
This one they hand off again. Katzenberger up the gut.
Not going anywhere.
Or check that. That's 23. Dapis, excuse me. Again, he comes in with 8 carries. He has a touchdown coming into tonight.
Yeah, but 5'6", 160, you want to be running around the outside, not up the gut.
Yeah, that's true. They haven't really tested the edges too much.
I think they know better.
Back to pass. Over the middle. Oh, Jungmann had one in and out of the hands. Great coverage there by Darling.
That's one that should have been caught.
And Jungmann not happy as he limps off. They are, like to your point, every week. They're not deep usually, and they can't afford Jungmann to be hobbled.
Yeah, the kid following up's probably 6'1", 125.
Yeah, that's exactly right. There's a big drop-off. 3rd and 11 here for Cachopo. Justin, shotgun, back to pass, lets it go way over the head of the intended receiver. That was Michael Dapis.
And Jungmann's still limping in the backfield. He's going to take it off now. He's going to the sideline. Good call on his part.
That leaves him 4th and 11.
He's got to get that ankle or whatever it is figured out.
But you know what? This is the only away game for the Lynnwood Royals of the regular season.
So every other time they play at Edmonds
Stadium, and the way the schedule, so Lynnwood again is this year coming down to 3A from 4A. As you see, Horner gets it off. That one off the side of his foot. And Darling will take it from his 40. Across the 50 now, the sideline, run out of bounds close to the 35. And again, they'll start with great field possession. Actually say he ran out around the 42, it looks like. So 18 or so yard return, something like that. 5:35 left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
GP seems to be starting in Lynnwood territory all night long, at least all this quarter.
Yes. Crowd was kind of nervous a little bit after the first half. Neon night for Glacier Peak.
Yeah, they're not nervous anymore.
And Diego punches through the middle up to the 30.
He's got a first down.
12-yard carry for big number 44. What a night and what a season Diego Ayala's having.
Yeah, see, Diego 5'10", 205. I mean, there's a lot of running back there.
Oh, averaging 5+, 10 carries, 51 yards. And this time, a little extra activity there, and Darling was going after number 73, Will Eddington.
Yeah, he's going to get a little penalty.
See who ran the ball. Let's go down to Ron Henthorn. What's the feeling now? I know that I saw that penalty. I don't know who ran the ball on that one, but it's going against GP.
Yeah, I don't see it. I was on the opposite side of me, but I was right there where that little scuffle was taking place, and unfortunately a little bit too ambitious there by the Grizzlies, so it's probably going to be a 15-yarder for against the Grizzlies.
I don't think Darling had heard the whistleblower or knew that it was the ball had been stopped. They were going to get a loss or at least back up to the line of scrimmage.
15-yarder.
Sure if that was Ayala on the carry, that last one. Poor Rob trying to put in the
1st and 24.
So 2nd and 24 on the 30-yard line. This time it's Carter, right side, makes a move. Makes one guy miss, and he's taken out of bounds at the 37-yard line. So nice pickup.
So Carter does the same thing on every single play, and then, once out of every 10 plays, he gets the ball.
And let's see him go left.
Yeah, no, he only goes right.
He's like right-hand turns, only right-hand turns. So see what they call it now. Still a long way to go. 3rd and 18 the board has on the Royal 38-yard line.
About 4:30 left in the quarter.
Brady Southard back under. Now they flip it. This time it's Guffey trying to come to the near side, cuts up, not going to get much. I don't even know if he got back to the line of scrimmage. So a good.
Yeah, but he evaded like 5 tacklers getting back to that position.
He had to work hard, and Aaron Gaines is 5'11", 225 sophomore for Lynnwood Royals, takes him down, and that's going to leave 4th and 17 for Glacier Peak.
Going for a field goal.
I was going to say.
The weapon.
The weapon out one more time.
This is what I've been wanting, another opportunity at a long one.
Correct.
54-yarder?
54-yarder.
Come on, Spence.
He hit one from 41. Last time out. 54 yards.
Short.
Just short.
He's not getting a hold of it.
54 yards. Let's see if he gets another crack at it. Stay with us. We'll be back right after this.
That was beautiful. Basically, yeah.
3:28 left in the third quarter. Cachopo hands it off. Katzenberger spins, wheels and deals. A nice carry for 10 yards right at the first down marker.
Anytime he can get into the secondary, it's a 7-8 yard gain, right?
Power and speed, and they're going to give him the first, John. Sorry.
But if he gets stuck at the line, which he's been doing most of the night, right? The defensive line's been great at containing him.
Katzenberger again, 13 attempts, 41 yards now. Really, he is the sole provider of the run game. Cachopo, 7 for 20, 2 interceptions, 66 yards.
He's through.
And this one now he's showing the outside. Runs right into and over number 42. We told you, the sophomore Ricky Kranz. Nice job by that young man.
Yeah.
It's a load.
He came from the far side, too, didn't he? I think he may have. Flag on the play. Must be holding.
You're sitting in that seat, you're like a swami
no.
right now. The flag, you even said holding, and then the PA announcer said holding.
I was channeling my inner Boyle.
2:56 left in the third quarter. 23-6 Glacier Peak on top. Plenty of time in this game, though, for the Lynnwood Royals. And the ball is smack dab right at the Royal 30-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 30.
It's at the back half of that line.
Now a double set in the back. Cachopo now. He's got Jungman and...
Offsides. GP.
Interesting. Michael Doppis there back there. Hadn't shown that two-back set too much tonight.
No. It's the first I've seen it. I don't know if they want to do that too much. They need more help up on the line. So it was offside GP.
And
the
our
ball back a little bit.
Our reffing staff being tested tonight. Hey, all of our bellies are full because of Cunio's. The STSPN want to thank Cunio's right on Highway 9 in Clearview. Big clapping. Unbelievable food as usual. Home cooking here tonight by Chris and Shannon Cunio and Sean down there. Sweet barbecue, Sean, sweet barbecue. Want to thank them. Great vittles tonight as always.
It's actually a 5-yard penalty on Lynnwood.
It was. 1st and 15 now from their own 25. Jungman back. Now all of a sudden they're having snap. It's still on the loose. GP, I think, comes up with it.
Oh, unfortunate.
Cachopo lost it. He's been having troubles.
Line.
And who was back there? Big 70. And that's Cunio. Cunio causing the problem. Right on cue with the Cunio's food.
I don't know. He should have grabbed that and made it to the end zone.
He should have. Dad's going to talk to him later about that tonight when they watch the tape.
Be on half rations at home.
Oh.
Not scoring a TD.
What a meal by Bert Cuneo right there, who's been coming on huge these first 3 games. Unbelievable story.
He was untouched coming in there, it looked like.
A bad snap, the second consecutive one, and all of a sudden GP on the doorstep.
Garter.
Get it over to my boy. Touchdown number 10, Umperovic.
Umperovic? I just saw the one. I thought it was Carter. 2 touchdowns.
Umperovic, that's right. 2 touchdowns.
Amazing. Out of nowhere.
Unbelievable.
How do you pronounce that last name again?
Umperovic. I got it now.
Are you sure?
Bring it, baby. Bring it.
The weapon on for the extra point.
Mount Lake Terrace victorious over the Thunderbirds 49-21 earlier tonight at Edmonds Stadium, the yearly game. Petted up, and it is good. And all of a sudden, another big turnover by the Royals absolutely kills them. And Mr. Umperovic, for the second time, gets to that big square down there at the end for a touchdown. 36, Glacier Peak now putting it on the Royals. Don't go away. Boy, oh boy, number 10, how you doing? Welcome to the Glacier Peak Grizzly football family. Umperovic showing some skills, Johnny.
He just pops up with the ball. Kyle Yu.
The ringer.
The ringer. I like that.
Coach Rowe, Nick Benderman holding out. Number 10.
Going deep.
See, now how far is that? Obviously, he kicks it off.
Yeah, from the 40.
From the 40, so...
That would have had enough distance if he would have been from the other 40.
That's where you're sitting there going, again, but it's the hold, it's the snap, it's where he gets, it's a lot's going on. The weapon Pettit, Legatron, as we've been playing with tonight, but misses from 54, just short in the second half. Had a 41-yard field goal, though. Missed in the first half from 56.
41's just a chip shot for him.
Yeah, that's
we want to get out to his max
play.
Distance out about 56, and we want him to drop one of those.
Lynnwood now trying to find some kind of offense. They have been absolutely shut out as Katzenberger gets the carry and barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That's tough when you're fighting your way just to get back to the line of scrimmage. You want the boys to open up something for you so you can gain a yard at least before you get hit.
Yeah, it's just depressing.
It is depressing.
But a big shout out, the guys up front, Malachi Fafita, again, the great sophomore, Malachi and Mo, the M&Ms, double M right there, pulling a lot of weight and strength up the middle, Cuneo on the end, and then the linebackers is... They're going to roll him right, but here comes Big Mo. He dumps it off, gets it complete to Jungman at the 25.
Jungman, just a big target out there. He just sweeps up, able to get open with all that mass he's carrying around.
He is. He was in traffic, kind of bobbled it, but he came down with it. Ian Black right in his grill. Nice 5-yard. Well, they're going to give him 6 on that for Jungman, number 44.
I mean, Jungman 6'1", 220, and he's receiving the ball.
He's agile.
I don't know how agile you can be at 220, but he's agile enough.
Katzenberger in the backfield now. Cachopo swings it over. It's incomplete, trying to get Hammond into the ball game.
Led him just a little too much.
4 carries, 25 yards for.
And they're punting already.
Jungmann, that's right. Boy, they have had a tough second half, and a big shout out to Steve Hannon and the defensive crew.
Yeah, they're keeping Lynnwood from making any sort of connections, right? And they're preventing any big plays like the ones that happened in the first half that resulted in the TD.
Yep. And they're not getting the TOs. They got 3 in each game previous to this as Horner gets back for a punt, almost blocked by Fafita, and they're going to call a flag. You got to be kidding me. He stops. He hugs him barely. As the play continues, my eye was back, and another call down here. Darling and Jungmann get tied up near the midfield line. We got flags everywhere, John.
Yeah, there's laundry all over the field, and I think it's all on GP.
Well, that's going to give Lynnwood, I think, a first down, roughing the kicker.
Yeah, I don't know if he roughed him.
Well, he kind of
held him up.
Yeah,
Don't
it was
fall
like,
over.
Exactly. You look a little tipsy. I'm just going to hold you up here. I'm sorry about that. I almost got to it.
I love you, man.
Ron, let's go down to Ron Henthorn. You were right in front of that play, Ron.
Oh, yeah, I was right there. Fafita just barely touched him. If anything, he kind of hugged him and gave him a hello. But our good friend back there, the referee, said touched him too much. So that's ball's going to be, something's going to happen here. Going to replay 4th down.
Well, offsetting penalties, Ron. God, again, it's sometimes the breaks, and they're not going for the Royals. There they had an opportunity, maybe a phantom call, we don't know, and Jungmann looks like he got called for a personal or something down here, and so offsetting, they're going to replay 4th down, and here we're going to go punt again for Horner. Darling and Guffey back to receive for Glacier Peak.
Offsides, GP.
And that's offsides, 4th and 4. Wrap the present up, give them a first down.
That's just what Lynnwood needed. They'll take any first down they can get at this point.
Just looking second half drives. For Lynnwood, I mean, they have not hardly gotten past the mid-stripe of the field. Second drive of the second half, an interception by Guffey is second, and another punt, a fumble on their 4th drive, and here we go. They were going to punt, and the drive kept alive by a penalty by Glacier on the 31 now.
Katzenberger.
Left side.
Stopped.
And big Mo Fafita and Burke. Cuneo over there, and they'll have none of it. 34 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. 30-6, Glacier Peak on top. Second and 9. Sorry, John, go ahead.
Lynnwood with the ball, finally able to string together a first down.
On a penalty.
Well, you take what you can get.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. Second and 9 from their own 32.
Trying to get something rolling. Jungmann with the ball far side, but then stopped immediately once he catches.
Great defense by Guffey over there and Woolholf and number 8 McCoy, and they help them up. Good sportsmen.
That's the end of the quarter.
That'll do it for 3 quarters. Stay right here. Nowhere else. Glacier Peak football live streaming on STSPN.com. We'll be back with 4th quarter action.
Clogged drain? Other plumbing problems? Call Action Jackson Plumbing for 24-hour service. Owned by a lifetime Edmonds resident and Edmonds Woodway grad, Action Jackson is the drain cleaning specialist. They can unclog most internal drains for only $99 plus tax. Call 425-877-5601 or visit actionjacksonplumbing.com.
Friday night, 4th quarter, Glacier Peak 30, Lynnwood Royals 6. And Lynnwood, I'll tell you what, they have to travel far here tonight to Veterans Memorial in Snohomish, but they have nothing but home cooking. They got a big test, though, Interlake next Friday night. Then they test Edmonds Woodway, who they're familiar with because they played them in 4A last year. Again, though, that's the home stadium. So then they hit Meadowdale, who Glacier Peak has next week, Mount Lake Terrace after that, and then they have the Shorewood Thunderbirds at home. How do you like that? Home, 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 and home.
Makes for a good season if you can get it.
And if you're a Lynnwood Royal fan, guess what? Every single game, if you're unable to be there, you got family, friends, out of state, out of town, you can see everything live on Sound Live Sports Network, SLSN. Take it away, Steve Willits and the gang.
So Ron's wanting us to start thinking about player of the game.
It's early. Come on, Ron.
I'm just saying. If you had to ask me right now, it would be either Guffey with the 2 INTs or Kyle Yu.
Kyle Yu. Okay.
But it's early.
All right. Well, Cachopo flings that one out of bounds, incomplete. 4th and 8 now on the 33-yard line. Just the start of the fourth quarter. Scott Oshman, John McClain, Tim Boyle. I think this is his first broadcast in our 4 years, our 4th year that he has ever missed. Might be mistaken, but I think that's correct. And Tim attending to his father in the hospital. He's stable. He's hanging in there right now. All of our best wishes out to him. Bounce right to Horner. He gets it off. And Guffey will take it from the 41. Look out. Oh, shoestring. Tackle there by number 13 for Lynnwood.
And once again, look at the field position, right? Starting at the 38.
It's tough. Tough to get it going. Andrew Warren with the tackle there for Lynnwood. Sorry.
They're just not making it easy for that Lynnwood defense, right? Lynnwood offense just not coming through for them. Make these boys work way too hard.
If you're new to STSPN and our networks, we got Archbishop Murphy coverage last weekend. And Big 44 takes that one up the middle. Nice defensive play by the Royals.
Got a boatload of new players on the field.
Grab your rosters, gentlemen.
Things are going to get dicey.
The lead on a 5-yard touchdown run with 5:46 left in that game, and they're playing Archbishop. They're up 18-17. That by David Kruger from the Herald. 2nd and 7. Brady Southard keeps it and over the left side in that big frame. Gets to the 30-yard line. They'll leave it 3rd and 3.
41, Logan Weaver in.
Yeah, Logan, a sophomore.
He's got some real wheels. Give that kid the ball on the outside and let him go.
Good athlete.
Much nicer looking now that he's cut that long hair off.
Yeah, he was doing the do, man, many years.
His dad's probably real happy about that.
Although I see a little something coming out the back of the helmet there. I don't know. Brady with the keeper.
Not going anywhere.
And Brady says, let me introduce myself to Mr. Hammond. Let me hammer you, Hammond, number 5.
Brady got to the ground pretty quick on that one when he saw all those boys in white coming at him.
That's like opening the door, you see a big storm. I'm not going.
Yeah,
I'm just going to stay in tonight.
Make myself some soup.
Oh, Alton Hammond. He's a sophomore. He's going to be good, Alton Hammond.
Oh, the weapon's on.
52.
Here we go. 52 yada.
See if he's got the leg this time.
He's been short from 54 and 56.
Keeps moving 2 yards closer.
Darling with the hold from the right hash. Now he wants a timeout. Rory Rosenbaugh takes the helmet off, or the headset. Ron, what's going on down there? Why do you ruin the mojo there for the...
I'm not doing the mojo dance, but I'm down here going to watch that nice field goal. I think he can make this one. But you know, kicking the field goal from where he is better than trying to do a punt, because if he doesn't make it, they get the ball back here on the 20-yard line, so it's just like a good punt.
I do not understand that rule.
There's so many things. Speaking of that,
it's crazy.
Rob, replay Rob, I was in a great ride. He was nice enough to drive back from Pullman last week, and we were talking about the things that bother Rob Why Not Wygant about football. And he's talking about why back in the day when the linemen were set down in the three-point stance, you couldn't, you know, if they moved, it was illegal procedure. Yeah. Now they get down, they look, you think they're going to go, then they stand up, they look over. Why isn't that a legal procedure? Am I saying this correctly, Rob? He's nodding yes for those of them not in the booth.
We need a camera on him. The Rob cam.
This is an interesting question. This is a conundrum.
We're never going to find out.
Tim probably has an answer.
He would have a story anyway.
52-yarder, Pettit.
Got it. Oh, wide.
Right, wide right. Oh.
Had the distance, though.
Spencer, you know what? You want opportunities, and the young fella's getting opportunities.
That's right. He's probably kicking himself. He's got 3 tonight.
Man.
And we're pulling for him.
Ron, did you see, again, are these holds and snap? Is the timing off? What do you think's holding up the weapon? Oh,
I'll tell you that. I think with a short run-up, he doesn't quite get on the ball solid, but he's still kicking at 50 yards.
Their hands, they've just dropped like 4 or 5 passes tonight.
Yeah, I think that was a great defensive play. He saw Jensen right in his head, you know, right in the windshield there.
Well,
coming at him.
They're worried. They know they're going to get hit.
9 for 25, 59 yards, 2 inners Chopo. Long 26-yarder tonight, and Horner on for the punt. And we have some new players back to receive. Number 6 gets it, and he's just going to fall on it, and that's Sam Wyatt, the junior, for Glacier Peak.
Yeah, they definitely weren't expecting him to punt the ball that far.
I should know it. That one had that was a net. What did he punt that from, the 26?
Yeah.
Or no. That was a heck of a punt.
You got a good roll on it.
Let's take a quick break. We'll be back with Glacier Peak Drive here, 7:58.
The Eye Care Center of Snohomish on Avenue D is here to help with all your eye care needs. Our professional staff is committed.
First and 10. Brady pitches it. Nice little grab by Woolhoff. Tries to make himself some room out there.
Got the first down and a little extra.
Very good work by 69 to kind of keep him busy for Glacier Peak. Jason Lindsay.
37-38.
Kirkman with the tackle for the Royals. Comes in tonight, 7 tackles for 34, Mike Kirkman. And 38-yard line, first and 10. Great carry there for Woolhoff. Brady under center. Bobbled snap, it's down. I think he recovered it. And he did. Big number 60, Aaron Grimes, trying to get in there. And look at the the lineman now in for Glacier Peak. Jacob Reines, not sure how to say, 5'10", 325, a junior snapping the ball right now, John.
Weaver in the backfield.
That is, 2nd and 10.
Gets the ball.
No, that's
not.
Ayala on the left side. Gets up, keeps running, 5 yard, or actually more. See what they'll give him. Looks like it might have been a 7-yard gain. Hammond with the tackle. Stay tuned for our STSPN player of the game. Ron, did you have a vote, sir?
Yeah, I got a vote. I think Guffey's looking pretty good with 2 interceptions and 6 points.
I think that's a fair a fair vote right there. Ayala, again, not much there. Going to bring up 3rd down. Or is going to be 4th and 3.
Going to punt the ball.
What do you think about Justin the Hitman Guffey?
Justin's had a great game.
Todd Elvig, our executive producer, 5-tool player, he votes for Guffey.
I mean, the 2 INTs, the touchdown.
I like
all the other good defensive plays.
Pettit back to punt. And deep for the Royals is Hammond on the near side. And it looks
good
like
one.
That one's going to go out of bounds at 17. Trong, who's
Scott,
really been quiet tonight.
I think Ron's got an update on the injury to Rainbow.
Go ahead, Ronnie. Oh, no. You don't have an update. We want to see if you can get an update.
Oh, okay.
Ron, you just chime in anytime, buddy, if you have an update on Devin Rainbow.
I don't have an update on Kevin Rainbow, but I do have a little injury report down here. Brandon Berg, number 55, has a sprained ankle, and he's icing that up, so he's done for the night for Grizzlies here. So back to you.
Well, that's no good. Hopefully he can get a quick recovery because he's been snapping the ball, and that's what we're seeing some issues. Meanwhile, the Royals, again, they cannot get much going, but number 23, Michael Dapis, the carrier there for a gain of 2 or 3, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, the offensive coordinator for Lynnwood's got to work on something. He's got to develop a few more plays. It's like they got a small book, right?
Yeah, and I thought he was really going to try, and again, early I think in the first half he was trying to offset that pressure by some bubble screens and center screens. 23 gets on the outside, see where they spot him. Might have fought for a first down.
I think he got it.
Dapis.
I think they're going to put him almost to the 30.
They do. They move the chains. A nice first down for Lynnwood. That's been rare this second half. 5:03 left to go in the ball game.
Yeah, that first down well earned. Be nice to see Lynnwood put some plays together here. Have a decent drive.
59 yards through the air tonight so far for Cachopo. Now he goes over. Jungman can't get it. Bobbles it. And is that number 10?
Yes.
Kyle Yu? I want to go to Kyle Yu.
See, he's all over the place.
Oh.
He's going to become a hitman.
He was licking his chops.
Well, you can see Jungman, man, if he doesn't get the ball immediately, he knows he's going to get hit. He's got to catch that ball and get it in. If he doesn't, it's probably
Yeah, no, it's a big blow-up. I don't care if you're 5'6", 170.
It still hurts.
That's a smacker. 5:01 left, 2nd and 10 now.
Especially these kids. They're coming at you. They don't.
Oh, and they just want it. Cachopo back to pass. Goes over the middle. That should be, Carter, and it will be Carter. PI, pass interference, trying to go to Kevin Nguyen, number 7, who's been very quiet tonight.
Yeah, Nguyen with really good position. Nothing Carter could do.
Carter just a little too anxious. So they'll mark that one off.
Would have been better off letting him catch it and then tackle him.
Want to let everybody know it's first down, but Glacier Peak Football Boosters, the 7th annual dinner and auction. It's coming up next Saturday night, September 27th, at the Everett Country Club, John. It's Shi-Shi-La-Wee over there in Everett. But big, big, juicy prizes. You'll want to get there. If you need information, go to gpgrizzlyfootball.com as they hand it off one more time to Michael Dapis, and he fights his way for a couple.
So don't we have homecoming coming up here?
Homecoming for Glacier Peak is not until, I believe, the 17th of October. Yes, against Shorecrest, 7 p.m. You see that right here on STSPN. Homecoming October 17th. Any other questions? I got them all, baby. Keep them coming.
I'll think of something.
Our well wishes out to the Boyle family. Tim Boyle with his dad tonight down at University of Washington Medical Center. He's in stable condition right now. Hope to have Tim next week against Meadowdale as a new running back comes in, and I like what he's playing. Big number 34.
Mike Kirkman.
Kirkman.
Another 6'1", 220.
That's how they make him.
But he's a sophomore.
Oh, he's got more growing to do. They got more Wheaties to eat.
Ugh, man, he gets much bigger. He's going to end up on the line.
I tell you what, the brand new, good-looking Lynnwood High School, these guys are wide. They're walking down the hall.
Yeah, these guys take up some space.
Trying to ground them out.
They need some more kids in the 190 range and like 20 of them.
Yes. Katzenberger, 18 carries, 29 yards. As they get it over to Dappis, again, the right side. They're trying to stretch the Glacier Peak defense now. And
it's working.
Yeah, for the most part, we kind of have our second string in up front here a little bit, and that's fine. You're up 30-6. Great opportunity for these young kids to get some experience. I want to thank all of our great sponsors tonight, STSPN, Gilpin Realty, A Wesco Septic, all of our fan favorites. Action Jackson Plumbing, 3:04, 2nd and 5. Handoff is to Dappis. One more time, he gets the corner, and he's got a first down, and he's drugged down by number 6 again, Sam Wyatt.
Was it Wyatt?
Or Wyatt, number 6. He had to go deep on the depth chart tonight. But a nice gain for Michael Dappis. Coming in, average 7.5 a carry. And Dappis, 7 carries, 22 yards. Unofficial stats with...
What do you mean unofficial?
Well, why not Wygant? I feel like Dappis has gotten more yards than 22. I'm sorry. Player of the game. Now Katzenberger finds a crease on the right side, and he punishes his way across the 25 to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, when he's running that fast, you don't want to meet him alone. You want to bring some of your friends.
It's like going down a dark alley.
Yeah.
You want to make sure.
Bad things are going to happen.
So it's a consensus vote right now. Our STSPN player of the game, Justin the Hitman Guffey. Rob Wygant, you okay with that? You're shaking your head over there.
I'm thinking Kyle Yu out of right field, man.
You think, Diego Ayala. Oh, man, we're controversial.
He's been doing a lot of the heavy lifting, though, let me tell you.
Chopo going deep. He's got Nguyen, and he overthrows him.
He was open.
Incomplete. Kyle Yu on the coverage.
Kyle knew it was long. He just let him go. No reason to waste his energy.
But I agree with Lynnwood fans, and the Royal head coach has done a tremendous job. Keontae Bankhead coming in 2-0. It'll be 2-1 after tonight. But I like this quarterback, Justin Cachopo. The senior. He's got a nice arm, nice release, good ball.
Yeah, and don't forget Katzenberger at the running back, Jungman. And they got some good players.
Hammond, they tried to string him to the left, gave Hammond the ball, but again, group tackling. All kinds of good-looking kids in Glacier Peak, 16, 20, 42. I know number 20, Marcus Becerra. Always like to shout out to the Becerra family, John.
Oh, absolutely. But I think Lynnwood's going to have a good season this year.
I do too. 4th and 4. They're in Glacier Peak territory. They give the ball to Hammond. Can he break the tackle?
Not going to make it.
Breaks one, but not the other. And the Glacier Peak defense, first, second, doesn't matter tonight. They stop the Royals, and that should do it. 55 seconds left. Stay tuned. We'll take a break after the final gun here, but we'll come back with Ron Henthorn with our player of the game. Are we going to stiff? Oh, I don't want to get in the middle of this. I got Henthorn and Todd. They want Guffey. Dago L.A., I see your point, Rob. I mean, he's got 14 carries, 50 yards. Southern ending the night rushing 58 yards on 11 carry. Nice job by Brady, 6 for 16 with 1 INT, but 150.
So, I mean,
134.
I would go for Ayala. Can't say it. If he was over 100 yards and maybe had a TD.
But what about Umperovich? You have him here, Rob, 1 touchdown. Doesn't he have 2 touchdowns? Let me go look at my. I don't want to dispute the screen.
Yeah, no, McFadden's got the other TD.
Okay.
I think
we have
Kyle Hughes only got 1.
Okay, well, of course, see, I shouldn't.
But Guffey's got the 2 INTs and a touchdown.
If you're not in the booth with this, you should have seen the glare statistician Rob Why Not Wygant just gave me when I questioned the board.
Hey, the statistician takes his work personally.
He should.
I understand that position very well.
I'm telling you, man, huge shout-out. Clock goes down. 4 seconds. 36 is the final. What?
That's it.
Player of the game. We're going Justin Guffey. Let's just go with Justin Guffey tonight. The hitman, 2 interceptions, key pivotal plays. Ron Henthorn will go find him as soon as he comes off the congratulatory line here with the Royals. So stay with us. We'll be back right with Ron Henthorn, our player of the game, Justin Guffey. Stay right here.
Come to Shoreline Community College and work with Shoreline Productions, where you will learn to transform your work in teams of working professionals and students to create enchanting effects such as green screen, text animation, and so much more. So come to Shoreline Community College, where you can mystify and dazzle in filmmaking.
Just doing what I can for the team, you know.
Now we're going to go to Ron Henthorn with Justin Guffey, our player of the game. Ron?
What'd you say?
Now we're going to you, buddy.
You're going to be our player of the game, Justin, so let me present you with this shirt here. And
all right.
We'll let you hold it up.
Thank you.
Justin Guffey, player of the game here tonight for Glacier Peak, and this wonderful victory here for the Grizzlies tonight. What do you got to say about that?
This is a great all-around game. Our defensive line did really good. We got pressure on the quarterback all night. I mean, I couldn't do it without him. It was a great team win.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you.
Great to see you play a great game.
Thank you.
Justin Guffey, I'll tell you what, I remember we saw last year against Lake Stephen, we saw him for the first time on defense, and that's where he got that hit man, and we thought, wow, this kid is going to be unbelievable. He started, his inexperience last year. He had a great season, but he wasn't taking over games. And we talked about before the season.
Here with Coach Rowe.
Coach Rowe.
Got a big win there tonight after that first quick, tough first half. What do you got to say about that?
Yeah, those guys do a great job. Coach Bankhead's got them rolling. I think they're going to win some games. It's a talented football team. I was proud of the way our kids battled and fought and overcame some things, penalties, and some stuff didn't go their way. And we'll go back and evaluate the film and learn from it and hopefully get better. I hope it serves as a reminder that we need to keep getting better every single week. We've got a huge test with Meadowdale next week, so we got to go to work.
You got a lot of talent out there playing tonight, Coach. I'll let you get over to your players, and thanks a lot.
Hey, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Have a good night.
All right, back to you guys in the booth. That's Coach Rowe with a lot to work on, he says, next week. So we'll see you next week.
Ron, thank you so much. Great job. Their player of the game, Justin Guffey, in a post-game interview with head coach for Glacier Peak, Rory Rosenbaugh, his 7th year with a big win tonight. Glacier Peak 30, Lynnwood 6, and really a lot of back and forth kind of big momentum breaks, penalties, big plays brought back John McClain, but Again, the ability of this Glacier Peak defense to stop their running game. Katzenberger, nice night, but only 92 yards on the ground. They average 105.
Yeah, they completely stifled the Lynnwood offense, both with their aerial game and their running game. I mean, they really couldn't do much of anything. It was only, they got some big plays on some GP mistakes, and that was about it.
Even bigger, you're right, through the air. Again, the young, senior, Cachopo, 9 for 27, but only 59 yards through the air. They averaged 236. So that'll do it from Veterans Memorial Stadium. Glacier Peak victorious 30-6 over the Lynnwood Royals. For everybody on the STSPN staff and crew tonight, great work. Thank you, John McClain, for stepping in. Replay Rob, moving over to stats. Cuneo, Leslie, Shannon, Todd Elbig, and Ron Henthorne and Scott Osmond saying good night. It's the final. Glacier Peak 30, Lynnwood 6. We'll see you next Friday night, 7 o'clock, STSPN. Glacier Peak brings in the Meadowdale Mavericks. Good night, everybody.